There we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very special stream. And wow, that is a lot of you there.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. Wow, thank you, everyone. I don't know what to say. Like, wow. I guess I can start by how is everybody today, or tonight, or wherever it is in your time zone? I hope you're all doing great. Today is a very special stream. So today I have a very special guest with me today. Everyone, please say hello to Daniel Peterson, aka Cheello, the author of Voxel Doom. Hello, Daniel.
Hey there, Nash. Let's start by wishing Nash a happy birthday.
Thank you. And wow, there's a lot of birthday wishes coming in. Woo! Thank you, everyone. This means so much to me. All right. Before we move on, let me just give a quick shout out to let's see if I can get all of you. Let's see if I can give a quick shout out to all of you here. Hello, Tabby Jackie, Alan Mix, Luke Glacken, Gamerman, Marissa, Caesar, Fat Ass Cat 324, Illuminati Dad, Master Chef 1174, Agent 020, Devil My Eyes. There's an Arabic name here. My Arabic's pretty rusty. I hope I don't butcher this pronunciation. Aib Nahar Tasmay Khibar. If I butchered it, I'm so sorry. Who else we got here? We got Matthew Antique. What up? Knocked Intellect. Hello. SJP176. Haxer Elite. Please don't hack me. Holy crap! What is that? Condor 00FR. Milaneso Rabiaso. Vostiok Just Plain 10. I think I got it. Oh, there's one more there. Mush Mario. Rachel, hello, welcome. Admiral Face. Moosey, hello, welcome. Yeah, that should be it. So, oh, that's French. So that's Condor 00 French. All right, nothing special. Hello. Thank you everyone so much for showing up. Yes, of course, this is also a birthday stream, but we're actually here to talk about Voxel Doom. And this is a very special stream because Daniel, I believe the Voxel mod is actually nearing completion. Is that right?
That's for yes, that's right, for Doom 1.
Cool.
For the original classic Doom and Ultimate Doom, I have all those monsters and assets completed. And then after I release this, we can start on Doom 2.
Wonderful. So I remember reading a comment in one of your YouTube videos where I think the title was it's almost done, like it's almost ready, and then someone was like almost ready, and then Cheello remembering that he has to do Doom 2 monsters and like oh my god.
Sometimes I do forget, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, there's a whole other part of this game, this project. I'm only halfway done. Yeah,
but I mean, I think I don't know, like I'm not sure like how fast you work, but I think we'll be seeing like Doom 2 stuff like probably end of the year, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I think I found a new way to kind of work on these things to kind of expedite the process, and I'm gonna make some videos about that pretty soon.
Cool.
I really love Magic of Voxel. I don't know how long Magic of Voxel's even been around, but it wouldn't have been possible without that program.
Magic of Voxel is amazing. I've been meaning to learn it myself, create some voxels for my own mods, maybe. But yeah, it's a cool piece of program.
Yeah, it makes the whole process 100 times easier.
All right, so before we move on, real quick, I'm gonna say hello to some of the new joiners here. We got Frozen Lake, Lord Misfit, hello. Good to see you here. Cancer Studios, hello. I feel the power flowing through me. Yes. Zuri Gamer, Admiral Face, and oh my god, thank you, guys and girls. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I feel a bit overwhelmed right now, but this means a lot. Pop Soap, hello there. Caesar asks, Nash, will it be possible to bring someday the RTX ray tracing mod to GZDoom put together with this mod? Well, I don't know. I guess I could talk a bit about this. We might be having some ray tracing features in GZDoom. No promises and no timeline on that, but yeah, that's all I'm willing to say for now. Kurt W, hello. Who else is there? I think I missed a name. Oh, there we go. A penguin with a pump gun. Hello. All right. So, ooh, we got a sub.
Jackie subscribed to the channel.
Oh, here's a question. Has Nash drank his beer yet? Your obligatory birthday beer.
First of all, Jackie, thank you for the subscription. Beer, no, I don't have beer right now. I've just got coffee and some water. The drinks will come later because I want to be I want clarity while playing Voxel Doom. I want to remember this stuff.
Hey, we had a stream last night. What?
We did. All right. So I've got a few questions for you here. Before we proceed. So, well, actually, the first question was introduce yourself to us, but that's already been done, I think. So I'm just gonna strike that off. All right. So let's start with so Cheello, tell us, how long have you been playing Doom?
Oh man, since I was a kid.
Wow.
So I'm 36. I remember. Here's a story about Doom when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a spoiled little brat when I was a kid, and I had an older brother.
Yeah.
And he would always come home with the latest games. So when in 1993, I was 7, and Doom came out, and I was like, Joe, you have to get Doom. You have to bring Doom for us. But we only had a 286 computer, and
right.
Doom wouldn't run that. So for my birthday, they bought me Blake Stone. I don't know if you guys know Blake Stone.
Oh yeah, Blake Stone, the sort of Wolfenstein-ish clone.
Yeah,
but in
very
space.
Yeah, very much like Wolfenstein, but in space.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, well, this game's cool. And so I got really into Blake Stone, and then when Doom came out, my brother had promised me that we would play it together, and then he went to his friend's house and played it. And I was 7, and I just started crying. And I was like, well, you told me that we were going to play it together.
Aw.
Well, eventually, we got a 486, and then we were able to play Doom.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And I suppose, like, back in the day, like, I guess we were too young to know about things like frame rates and stuff like that. We just, I don't know, like, because I remember the first time I played, like, Wolfenstein 3D. It was actually like one of my first-person games I've ever played, and I actually didn't understand what was going on the screen because I was used to playing stuff like Mario and like Prince of Persia, So I got a computer also in around 92, 93-ish, and I played Wolfenstein, and so like there's a screen, right, and there's like a dead guard in front of you, and like, okay, what is this? How do I play this stuff? And it was quite the experience. But when Doom came out and I played it, like it scared the crap out of me at first. Like, this is so realistic, and
Yes.
Yeah.
I had nightmares when I first started playing it.
Same. Yeah. So like for me, like the Archvile, like I think like even when I was like in my teens, I still occasionally got nightmares of the Archvile.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh
yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He's still creepy.
He is. But the Doom Eternal rendition of it's just really badass looking, in my opinion.
It is, and it's more demonic.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had a theory that the Archvile was an alien and not a demon.
Oh yeah, he kind of does look like an alien. Yeah.
Yeah, I had this theory that all the Doom 2 monsters were aliens, like the Mancubus and the Arachnotron and the Archvile were actually aliens.
I guess like a spoiler alert, I guess, but I guess like in a way, like with the way they made the Doom storyline for the new Dooms, they're kind of aliens, I guess. Like like heaven and hell is kind of like another planet, I think.
Yeah, yeah. The whole heaven aspect was strange because after you kill Con Maker, spoilers, she's got like she's got a really hideous face.
Yeah.
Like a really creepy demonic face. So, I mean, maybe was she a demon all along? I don't even know. I haven't really read the lore of Doom Eternal, but
yeah. All right, so one more question, and then I guess I think the viewers are eager to actually check out the Voxels. But let's do one more question before we head on into the game. So, Cheello, tell us when and how did you start making voxel packs for these retro shooters?
Well, I've always wanted to do 3D models professionally, and so I kind of worked my way into learning Blender, and I started with Quake 1 models.
Ooh.
And redoing all the assets for Quake 1.
Was it called QME Modeler? I think it was called back in the day.
I definitely used QME. That was the first software I ever used.
Oh wow.
For 3D modeling was QME.
Right.
Way back in the day. Oh my god, that must have been like 1998 or something that I started using QME. And it was older than that.
Yeah, that was around the time. I think around that time, one of the more popular 3D programs alongside that was, I think it was called Milkshake 3D, I think.
Yes. I used Milkshake recently.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if it's still being updated.
I don't think so because it was abandoned quite a long time ago.
Yeah, so I used a little bit of that. Was still mostly comfortable with QME, but QME obviously had a ton of limitations. So I didn't really start seeing some improvement in my work until I switched over to Blender. From Blender, I kind of hit a wall and started going back and playing old build games. And then I was like, well, people are making these voxel packs for games like Blood and Shadow Warrior and Duke 3D. And I was like, well, I kind of want to get into that. And I also noticed that not a whole lot of people had really attempted making the monsters for those games. So I started with Blood, which is my favorite build game.
Oh yeah.
I started attempting to do the zombie as a voxel, and I went through a few renditions of that until I kind of came up with a process that made him look more accurate to the original sprites. And then kind of using that information, I transferred over the Doom. Doom's resolution, like their sprites are way smaller, way easier to create than Blood's. So I was able to work a lot faster on Doom than I was on Blood.
Yeah, I think the Blood sprites, the resolutions of those are like at least double, maybe more compared to Doom.
Yeah, at least double.
Yeah, and not only that, but the animation frames as well. Like so Doom's monsters have typically like 4 walk cycles, and Blood's have like, I don't know, 5 or 7 for some of them, like some weird number.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So it looks a little smoother,
of course,
than Doom, but yeah. I might go back to Blood after this.
Ooh, yeah. So I actually remember like the first time I ever saw any of your work was actually one of your Blood models. I think it was the Gargoyle or the Cultist, or I can't remember which one of those. And all right. So full disclosure, I'm gonna come clean. So I used to be one of those guys that kind of a naysayer, you know, like so I kind of knew like what voxels are because they're used for like, you know, like static decorations, and people have been throwing the idea around like, hey, why aren't there any, you know, like voxelized monsters? So I was one of those naysayers, like, you know, like animated voxels won't look good because, you know, like there's no like you know, interpolation for the limbs, you know, it'll look very blocky and stuff like that. So I was kind of like, I don't know, you know. But as soon as I saw your stuff, I was like, holy shit, this guy just proved me wrong. And I've been a huge fan ever since. So
thank you.
Yeah, so kudos to that for like changing my opinion on like voxelized monsters.
Yeah, a lot of people told me it wasn't possible. So
exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, and I was kind of like, well, you know, the first few renditions did look kind of crappy, and then I just kind of kept working on it. And one thing that was like a big problem was that my models looked really fat in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, "Oh, they're super chunky," because I wasn't carving them out enough. I was kind of leaving the edges kind of unbeveled, so they looked fat from like certain angles.
Right.
So a part of the process is really trimming them down enough to where they look correct at each perspective. So yeah.
And it really looks good, and we shall be checking them out in just a minute. But before we go on, let me just address some of the chat a bit more before we go on, because I see some new people in there.
Okay.
Poila Pan, hello, welcome. Zonilo1, welcome.
Wow, got 50 people watching.
Yeah, that is crazy. Scary Shit 24 says happy birthday. Thank you. This is a question for you here actually. Admiral Face is asking you, will Cheello ever do the teleport effects?
Possibly. I know Nash kind of broke open the way to do transparent voxels, because that's how I got the power-ups, like the soul sphere and the invisibility. We used that that transparent globe as the base model, and then the animating inside part. So we could maybe do something like that for the teleport model.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and we will definitely be showing that off in a bit, so to kind of like explain to the viewers like what that was all about and some of the challenges we face when trying to create the power-ups, because those things being transparent is kind of like it's not easy to do those, so we will definitely be talking about that later in game.
Yes.
Morbid Twat, hello, welcome to the stream. BG Tubber, hello. He or she loves Blakestone. Yep, that's about it. All right, so without further ado, all right, everyone, let's go. Let's do this. Just gonna switch over the scene.
All right. God, would it be great to do a Blakestone voxel remake?
Oh yeah, I would love to see that. But I'm unaware of which port of Blakestone, because I haven't really checked out any of modern source ports for that, and not sure if any exists yet. So
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
They would maybe have to redo it in GZDoom or something.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's probably gonna make a TC of that, or because GZDoom if it exists, GZDoom has a TC for that, or a mod for that.
Yeah, basically, you could throw a rock and hit a mod that probably exists in GZDoom.
All right, so we are in game now. All right,
okay.
So we've got a few mods loaded. I have them listed in the description, but I'll be updating the links to them after the stream. So the main star of the show today is, of course, Cheello's Voxel mod. So that's Doom Guy in 3D. I'm sort of panning the camera around you here so the viewers can see. And then I've got a mod here called Nash's Co-op Tools, which essentially is just a quality of life improvement. So I could just walk through Cheello without getting, and I just got shot by a shotgunner there. So.
Oh yeah, you got sniped over there.
Sneaky bastard. And we are playing on a UV ultraviolence with double damage. So
yeah,
maybe
we're doing double damage since we're doing co-op, so it'll be a little bit more challenging.
Yes.
Oh man, I just got
ow, yeah,
hurt really bad.
So yeah, damage is really brutal here. So all right, let me see. So let me address some of the chat in here. Viber RM, love the HUD. Zonilo, yes, Cheello will be doing Doom 2 monsters after the first pack is released. So, yeah, someone was asking. So, is there a release date for this Doom 1 pack?
Well, I want to get it out as soon as possible. So this coming week, I'm gonna have it hosted on ModDB, and get it out there.
Very nice.
So as soon as we're done with the stream, I'm going to begin working on getting it released to everyone.
Perfect. So yeah, so for the audience, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Follow Cheello on Twitter. Links are in the description. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely post. I'll definitely put updates on Twitter and YouTube of where you can find it once I release it.
And wow, these 3D player jibs, that's very cool. Wow, some 3D ribs going on there.
Yeah, if you look at it from a certain angle, it looks like the original sprite.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was one of the things like that really blew my mind. Let's see if I can get a shot. Oh, yeah, there we go. So like let me turn out the brightness so the audience can see. So this shotgunner body here, if I stand like just right, it literally looks like the sprite of it, and then as I move forward, like holy shit, it's in 3D. So
so that's what really got me into voxels, was how artists were taking the 2D image, the 2D sprite, and making the 3D sprite look exactly like it at the front angle, and that really blew my mind.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, for the player jib as well. If I stand sort of here,
yeah, you can see it kind of looks like the original sprite.
Yeah. Oh, also, I've got it like a Pixelator mod, which is essentially it's just a shader. I don't know what does the chat think about it. If you don't like it, I can turn it off. Let us know whether I should keep playing with a Pixelator or should I turn it off. All right, so we'll just keep going. 3D barrels here and 3D explosions as well. Cool stuff. All right, I think yeah.
There's it.
So, oh, I'm on like 20 health right now.
Yeah, these guys pack a punch.
Exactly. So we might be playing through the all 3 episodes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much time this takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we feel like we're pressed for time, we might skip on to different levels.
Yeah. So I also have like item respawning turned on, but but to balance it out, the monsters are just more tough, and So even the candelabra here, ooh, yeah, that's really nice. All right, so one of the things I think a lot of people will notice is that some of the items are facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
So because Doom was originally in 2D, so there was no like directional information. So the original like I guess level authors kind of just placed the sprites wherever like without consideration to the facing angle. So obviously when these sprites are converted to 3D, they'd be facing the wrong way. So there are a few ways to address this. But this won't make it into V1.0. So we have what is essentially like I guess if you know of the build engine calls it map hacks, but in GZDoom terms it's called a level compatibility. So essentially what it does is we can go through like every single like level and fix the facing angles of stuff without actually editing the levels.
Yeah, it's an external file, right?
Yeah, it's an external file, and but the process takes a really, really long time because like we would have to manually go in like every single level and like look for things to rotate and just key in some data in this external text file. So that
so each.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Nash.
So yeah, that is definitely planned for like an update. That is definitely on the plate. But yeah, there's no time frame in that.
Yeah, each level would have to be looked at with human eyes.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yeah. Octahedron, welcome. Thank you for the birthday wish. Oh, Lord Misfit asks about the Blakestone port. I think you can try posting the link. I'm not sure if it's enabled or disabled or what. But if YouTube automatically eats the link, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that right now because I'm trying to juggle this live while playing is kind of a bit difficult for me. So yeah, feel free to try and post it. Danger Cyburns, welcome. All right. So, oh yeah. So if we go outside here, we could check out the sphere thing.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
After we get rid of these guys first. Let's clear.
Right.
Is it clear? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So the soul sphere. So so as you can see, it is actually made up of two parts, two actors basically. So because so voxels cannot have like a inverse facing sides. So what we had to end up doing was like spawn like a separate object, which is the outer portion of it, and then apply some transparency to it.
Yeah, and Nash made it so that the transparency kind of fluxes in and out.
Yeah, so I thought that was a cool like effect to it. And so when you pick it up, the external sphere sort of disappears with it, and then when it respawns, the sphere spawns back along with the core object. So yeah, that took a bit of a tinkering to get right, but I think we did pretty all right with it. I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it looks pretty close to the original sprite and gives the same kind of effect.
Yeah. So the voxel drawer in GZDoom shares the backend with the 3D model drawer, but for some reason it just won't do inversely faced. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to
how cool would that be?
Yeah, that would be awesome, I think. But I'm not sure because I'm not sure if if the inverse faces are actually fixed like at export time. I'm not sure if that is the case. Like I gotta check Magica Voxel or what is that you're using? Slab 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm unsure if the inverse face removal is actually done on export time, because if it is done at that stage, I don't think there's anything like GZDoom can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta check that.
You know what? There might be a hack for it.
Yeah.
We could do a 3D model of like an actual what do you call MD3 or MD2 or object file.
Yeah.
Inverse that as the shell. Make the shell an actual 3D model and make the insides. Keep the insides a voxel model. That way you could inverse the faces.
Yeah, I mean we could try that, but it might not mesh well with the aesthetics because then the shells will end up being like super round and sharp, and then the inside of the core will be like blocky. So that might be.
There might be.
Yeah.
It might be possible to make it originally a voxel and then export it to an object file or whatever GZDoom uses. I don't know.
Oh, so you're talking about like converting the 3D model into a voxel model.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah.
Inversing those faces, and I mean, obviously it wouldn't be a true voxel model, but it would be based on one, and it would look like one.
Yeah, I suppose we could try experimenting on that. Yeah, that's something we should try. All right. So for like, just gonna disclose this here. We're not gonna 100% these levels. It's kind of like just running through them.
Yeah.
Because today is more about like just showing off the voxels as well as talking about the voxels. So we're kind of just just gonna zoom past.
We're just going through it.
Yep.
Oh, here's the pinkies.
Yeah. Let me help you.
Spectres, rather.
Yeah.
Pinky and Spectre.
Yep. It's Pinky. So I believe you got a lot of comments on the original iteration of Pinky at first.
Yeah, so a lot of people did not like the first iteration of the Pinky that I've done. So I've cleaned him up a lot. I've done a lot of tweaks to him. I completely redid his death animations. Mm-hmm. And so he was by far the most challenging monster to recreate. I mean, the Cyber Demon was easier than him.
Oh wow! And the Cyber Demon is like way larger in size, I think.
Yeah.
Like voxel wise.
The only thing, exactly. The only thing that might have been on par with the Pinky was the Spider Demon.
Oh.
As far as challenge.
Yeah, that Spider Demon's resolution is pretty large, so I can imagine a lot of work went into that.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So Danger Sideburns is asking what's up with the Spectre. So essentially, the Spectre is rendered with a shadow, kind of like a render style. This is the only render style that works correctly in GZDoom. Every other kind of render style just kind of looks glitchy, so we went with this shadow kind of style. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me go take a look at it.
Yeah.
Where is that dead spot? Yeah, so it's just like a transparent,
like black kind of texture. Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't get the fuzzy effect to work, unfortunately. It was just glitchy when we tried it, so.
Yeah. So we just had to stick with this, which I think is fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And shotgun. Oops, I was about to show the shotgun shells, but you picked it up. It's fine.
Sorry.
We'll find more shotgun shells.
Looking at the player model, I can see a couple.
Whoa.
I can see a couple pixels that I need to recolor because it's not matching with the rest of your suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what it's about. It's you know, it's like live playtesting.
Yeah.
Rare ouch face. Juckus asks, how can I play this? This mod will release around sometime around this week, you were saying?
Yeah, in the next couple of days, I'll have it out.
Yeah, and the description will be updated with the links to all of the mods that we use in this stream. And I blew myself up.
Nash died.
That was foolish of me.
Let's go find him.
It's alright, I can catch up with you. So I've got this is why I have the Co-op Tools mod installed, so I can see like Cheello's name on my screen, so.
Yeah, it's really handy, so I can find out where you are quickly.
Yep. And Co-op Tools, Nash's Co-op Tools will be released soon as well, so. Yeah, links will be in the description after the stream.
Talk a little bit more about Co-op Tools.
Oh yeah, so Co-op Tools, let me just show the menu here on the screen. So this is Nash's Co-op Tools, and some of the features we have here is turning the player collision on and off, so it allows us to just walk through each other. I'd love to try and make it so that you can shoot through each other as well, but that's kind of a bit complicated to do. And user interface is the co-op locator, player locator, so, you know, like I can see Cheello's name on screen, and Cheello can see my name on his screen if you turn around for a second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And
then I could see your health bar. Is that part of the co-op mod, or is that a different mod?
Oh no, so the health bar is part of another mod called NashBar, which is it's part of the fancy status bar you see on the screen here. So that shows that shows the health of things you point at. And then what else we got here? We got a Pixelator. So I'm right now I've set this Pixelator to chunky. If I set it to very chunky, it kind of looks like 320 by 200, which is a extra pixelated. So I wouldn't play with this normally, but yeah, it's there if someone wants to play that way. And off is oh yeah, by the way, I asked if I should play with the Pixelator turned off. Unfortunately, I did not keep track of the answer, so oh, Vostyog, all right, see you, Vostyog. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for your birthday wish. So yeah, we'll turn off the Pixelator so we can, you know, like see really, you know, we can see like a very sharp image of the voxels. Yeah, it's kind of a novelty thing, but yeah. I am playing with the software renderer palette turned on though, so.
Yeah, me too. I love that.
Yeah, cause I feel like OpenGL kind of like a, you know, like while it looks better in terms of like color, I think it takes away from the you know, the Doom like style of aesthetics. You know, everything looks too clean, I think.
In darker rooms, it looks really dramatic with the palette shader on.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
can I talk a little?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, I want to talk a little bit more about the PR boom situation.
Of course.
And the RTX. So I've been in talks with the creator of the RTX version of PR Boom.
Yeah.
And I've been bouncing this off of Nash a little bit about talking to him, and I let him know, like, hey, you know, I'm working on this voxel mod. I've seen PR Boom RTX. It's great. Unfortunately, there's no voxel support for PR Boom ray tracing right now.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you could implement it? And he wrote back to me pretty quickly and just let me know that he had actually seen videos of my mod already, and that he would look into it. He was working on another project right now, but he said after that he would see what he can do as far as getting voxel support for PR Boom ray traced.
Ah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful news.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will start seeing some voxel support.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The closest thing I can point to right now that kind of has the same effect is I don't, the name escapes me, but there's a mod for Doom that has like light maps for Quake, for not Quake, but light maps for Doom maps.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
Well, so actually the light map thing that you were talking about, the baked light maps, right?
Yeah, the baked light maps.
So okay, so actually the baked light map thing was so I've been developing my own GZDoom base game, which is inspired by Quake.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Sure.
I died.
And you died there. So yeah, the baked light map thing was created. Actually, it's for my is actually made for my game, which is called Disdain, which I will be talking about more on this YouTube channel very, very soon. So yeah, essentially, you know, that started out as a so last year I had this thing where I made a Quake clone in 10 days using GZDoom, of course. So that was released, and then I kind of sat on it for a while, and I'm like, okay, so if this is supposed to be a Quake clone, it needs Quake style light maps, right? So I contacted one of the other GZDoom developers, who goes by the name DP Judas. So he had some light mapping code, which he made for a dead branch of GZDoom, actually. So the branch was like 3 years old, and it doesn't work. So I contacted him asking, hey, is there any possibility we could get this light map stuff into the latest version of GZDoom, which back then was last year I think it was 4.7.1. And he said no. He's like, that code is horribly out of date. It wouldn't merge with GZDoom. It's horribly broken. So me being the stubborn person I was like, oh, you know what? I really want light maps. So I spent I think 12 hours or whatever, trying to shoehorn the code into the latest version of GZDoom then. So 12 hours later, I got it compiling, and it didn't work. I mean, it compiled, but nothing showed up. So I showed my progress to DP Judas, hey, I got this stuff compiling, and he just laughed and called me, you're crazy. You're crazy, dude. Fine, I'll help you out.
Well, yeah, you showed that you weren't gonna give up.
Exactly. So yeah, so we've been working together since, trying to get the stuff working, and long story short, we finally got the baked light maps working with the current code base of GZDoom. But unfortunately, there's still a lot of bugs. However, so right now the code is sort of working, but it needs to be rewritten a bit more, because DP Judas has been talking about integrating some ray tracing stuff into the light mapper, I think, to make it work in real time. Yeah. So
then that would kind of act a little bit like the PR Boom RT that.
Yeah, sort of, but
such a huge impression.
But for a start, we are gonna go for ray trace shadows only first. We aren't actually gonna do full on reflection ray tracing and materials and stuff like that. We're just gonna do shadows first.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so just real time shadows.
Yeah, so just RT shadows, and then but you know, like, so the my game Disdain will be a showcase of that technology. We won't have the RTX stuff yet, but the kind of like plan is to sort of like release my game Disdain first to show off the light maps, and then from there we will just you know, further develop the stuff, you know, and sort of improve the code.
And it's looking great. I love watching the videos that you posted about Disdain.
Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I've been busy working on that. Demo should be out real soon, so I'll be announcing that on my Twitter and on this YouTube channel as well, so keep an eye out for that.
If I may ask, how many levels are going to be in the demo?
Because, you know, like, it's just a one-person solo project kind of thing, and I'm kind of running out of time, actually, so probably just maximum 2 levels for now. Hopefully decent size, you know, just enough to show off, like, you know, just give a taste of the gameplay and the graphics and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, get a good sample of what to expect.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, so someone's asking about the HUD weapons for the Voxels. Like, did you face any challenges with that?
Oh yeah, there's going to be huge challenges creating models for the HUD weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, it is possible. It is entirely possible to do.
Have you tried it?
It's just a matter of making it look. Yeah, I've done a few tests, and yes, you can have a voxel as the HUD weapon.
Okay.
Making it look good is the challenge.
Cause, like, I guess I'm dead.
Oh shit.
So I guess, like, one of the challenges with like voxel weapons on the HUD is that so I think voxels have like a hard limitation of how large they can be, right?
Yeah, it's talking out of my ass. 256 by 256.
Oh yeah.
256.
So do any of the weapon sprites exceed that I guess limitations?
Thankfully not. No.
Okay.
Doom is low enough resolution to where everything fits within those boundaries.
But yeah, I think yeah, I would love to see how that looks like, because I can't imagine how the voxelized sprites will look like right now. So definitely looking forward to that.
There's also I guess Chibi Doom. I don't know if you guys have played Chibi Doom.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't that yeah? Go ahead.
It's kind of like a Voxel Doom. I think they were made in voxels, and then the author converted them to a different format. I don't know, but all his HUD weapons are
they're voxelized.
Look like voxels. Yeah, they look like voxels.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Yeah.
All right, we're both getting kind of lost right now. Let's try to find the exit.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, okay. Just go ahead and flip it. Yep.
All right.
So we'll just zoom past these levels and try and show. Oh, so here's the backpack.
Oh yeah. So
yes.
Nash told me I needed to fatten it up to make sure it looks like there's ammo inside, because before it looked like an empty backpack.
Yeah. So
it's very flat.
So previously, when Cheello sent me the mod, the backpack was like super thin, and I was like, you know what? You gotta fatten that up. Like, you gotta make it extra chunky, because you know it's gotta convey that, you know, it's letting Doom Guy carry a crap load of stuff. So
yeah, it's full of ammo.
It's full of ammo. So I hope that's chunky enough.
Let's try and jib some monsters up close, so they can see the. I'm about to die. Hold on. All right.
I got one rocket ammo, so
let's do this. I got 6.
All right, sure.
6.
So I'll just like sort of follow you and sort of make sure the camera is focused on you and.
All right.
Yeah. All right, go. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Here's a zombie guy right here.
Yeah. Let's go. Nice.
Here we go.
It would be cool to do like kind of like a slow motion video of these animation frames.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it right now. There's an I time scale command, but it doesn't work in multiplayer. So
that must be pretty hard on your processor, though, right? It has to record everything at a higher frame rate.
No. Recording wise, it'll still be the same, which is at 60 frames per second. But what the command does is it just slows down the entire like a game code and rendering.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
I see.
Essentially, it's like sort of like a bullet time kind of effect. A
slow-mo command for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
but
cool.
It's cool, but it doesn't work in multiplayer for a good reason, because the game will just desync if you do that.
Hey, Nash, I got to use the bathroom real quick. I'm
Sure.
going to be away from the keyboard for just a couple minutes.
Sure.
Hold on one second.
I will take this opportunity to address a chat. Berserk Doomer, thank you for the birthday wish. Let's see. Let me just scroll up and see if there are any questions I can answer. Oh, there's one question there by for Cheello, but we'll wait for Cheello to come back. Unova for life, thank you for the birthday wish. Base NY, thank you for the birthday wish. Let's see. Admiral Face says resolution mismatch, super high density, laggy. Not sure what that is addressed to, but okay. Zuri Greer asks, would you consider making extra in between frames of voxels? Oh, let's wait for Cheello to come back to answer that. DJB Gaming asks, what is better, Brutal Doom or Project Brutality? I can answer that. I don't know, man. I feel like I prefer Brutal Doom because it's more like I feel like a PB adds way too much to the base game. But I'm kind of like just classic like that. I like classic stuff. Poila Pan would like to know more about Disdain. Yeah, keep a lookout for this channel. I'll be posting stuff related to Disdain very soon. Dealer Thob Dishmab says Vavoom actually has voxel support. Oh, okay. I don't really use Vavoom. Vavoom is kind of laggy in my computer, so. Let's see. Let's see if I miss any more questions or birthday wishes. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot, so I apologize if I don't address your message. But I do appreciate every single one of you for showing up. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Also, I got a little like donation thingy like at the top there. So all right, so the way I have my stream set up right now is I have to look at my phone to read the chat. So it would be cool to have a second monitor. If any of y'all are feeling generous and would like to donate, feel free. But it's all good. It would be nice to have a second monitor so I don't like stumble around trying to scroll through my phone. Let's see, what else do I have in the chat here? Just thumbing through my phone right now. Caesar says, I think the explosion of the barrel needs to be more reddish. Yeah, let's pass that on to Cheello in a bit when he comes back. Spectre01 asks, is this gonna work with Xandro? I don't know.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. So someone says the explosions in the barrel needs to be more red.
Yeah, I can look into that. It's man, it's been a hell of a thing trying to get the colors to look right on the explosions.
Yeah, I feel like generally the explosion stuff, like even the rocket explosion kind of sounds. Why did I say sound? Kind of looks like a little bit off in terms of the colors.
Yeah, that's one thing. One thing I think we could do, it would be kind of a cop-out, but one thing we could do is make it part sprite and then part 3D model. We could make the debris 3D model and then keep the explosion part as a sprite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might work as well. Yeah, because I feel like I think the rocket explosion is just really hard to get right. I don't know, like yeah. I think you've been through a few iterations of it, and
oh yeah,
we're kind of like I don't know,
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like it either. I understand. I understand completely. It looks like it looks completely different, and it throws a lot of people off.
All right, there was another question for you, but I can't find it right now, and I've completely forgotten. So this is a problem with streaming. Is like your brain kind of has like a. Oh, there we go. So Zuri Greer asks, would you consider making extra in between frames for the voxels to mimic smooth Doom?
Well, it would look great. The only problem is that it would be so time consuming that there's no telling when I would even have something like that finished.
Yeah.
If there is a possibility of automating that though with Blender, because Blender has a feature where you can turn one mesh into another.
Yeah.
Or like, it kind of.
Haven't you be posting like those meme like voxel dancing voxel animations? Yeah. So I was thinking you could use those to like sort of like generate the interpolated frames, right?
Yeah, it would just be the trick of making it look like it's in between two frames of the original.
Yeah.
Game. So there's a modifier in Blender that you can make a mesh emulate a different mesh.
Oh.
And if I set that halfway between two meshes, it might create like an interpolated frame.
Oops, rip.
I died.
Yeah, I got the imp for you. This one's for.
Oh, avenge me!
Yes, you are avenged. I got the imp that killed you. Yeah, it's his head is kind of clipping through the wall there, though.
Oh, you took his head off.
Yeah. So nothing we can really do about that because of the way the hitboxes are set up in Doom. So.
I'm gonna change my color.
Knocked Intellect asks, so when are we adding Fortnite dances into Doom?
It's possible. I mean, if we used like probably not voxel format, but if I could create like a base frame of the player, and then we could just do all kinds of crazy animations with like the Mixamo website,
right?
And then just import them as like a model file, and then you just have that spawn and do a stupid little dance, and yeah, I don't know how good it would look, but yeah.
That is a lot of effort for a meme dance.
Yeah, totally.
So nothing special had to go. All right, nothing special. Have a nice day and thank you for the birthday wishes. Nitrous Ice Fangs. Oops, I died. See, this is a challenge with streaming and trying to read the chat at the same time. But so Nitrous Ice Fangs asks, is it possible for voxels to have bright maps? Yeah, I think that was a question. To have. I don't know if bright maps work with voxels or not. I don't think so. Bright maps do work with like the standard MD3 3D models.
Yeah, on a texture.
Yeah, on a texture. But for voxels, I don't think it's possible. Frozen Lake asks, is it possible to mess with a Z buffer? GZDoom does not expose the Z buffer for modders to use. GZDoom kind of has like a depth buffer used internally for like the SSAO pass, but yeah, you can't really mess with it. So it's not really, you can't do much with it. It's very hard coded to work only with the SSAO post processing path, I suppose.
I thought of a workaround for the Fulbright question, or the bright map question.
Yeah.
It would require you, though. It would require some programming.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But if you separated the parts of the voxel that you wanted Fulbright.
Yeah.
And then you had those moving alongside, synchronized with the rest of the model.
Oh yeah, but essentially you would have to create holes on the base model, right? To
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have those parts missing from the original model.
Yeah, that could actually work, but it will increase the actor count by double. So.
That's true.
So
at least double.
Yeah.
Depends on how many moving parts you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely doable, but I don't think it's a practical solution, to be honest, because that would just increase the actor count in the map like by a lot. So, like,
yeah, would that also increase lag?
Yeah, of course. So it's just gonna make the game run slower. So yeah. Let me see. There's some more questions here. Wait, what HUD is this? Orosa asks. This is my personal HUD mod. It's called NashBar.
Yeah, talk about NashBar a little bit.
So NashBar. So I was trying to figure out like how do I make the default Doom status bar be more useful, right? So in vanilla, like towards the left and right, there's like no information there. It's just like a blank space. So I thought it would be cool to like put like some icons like for the power-ups. So if I pick up a power-up, the corresponding power-up will light up. You know, like the icon for it will light up on the bottom left, and then on the bottom right is kill counter time, whatever, you know.
So I didn't notice.
Yeah.
If I pick up like a rad suit right now, will it show on the bar?
Yeah, it will. So you will see the rad suit icon show up on the bottom left there. So this mod will come out sometime soon. There's some bugs with it. You can't see on this. Oops, blew myself up.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
You turn yourself into baby food.
So yeah, NashBar will come out sometime soon as well. No ETA, unfortunately, when it's done, I guess. So this month I've been very busy with a Disdain, trying to get a Disdain demo out. So, and I will definitely be updating the links to those in the description when they're out, as well as on my Twitter and I guess the YouTube channel. I'll post like a community update when the stuff is out. So yeah. Oh, so yeah, I picked up the rad suit, and the viewers can see right now like what's going on my screen. So you can so you can see like the rad suit icon light up on my screen. So that's what the mod does.
Is there one for me, or is it gone? Ah, it's gone.
Cancer Studios says, will the full body Doom guy Voxel model be used in that funny dance video Cheello posted?
Yeah. Why not?
Sure. Yeah. We need like a dance video for like every like FPS protagonist.
Yeah, somebody left a comment on my Caleb video last night that they want to see Duke and Lo Wang also do a dance.
So yeah, maybe if you all want to see Cheello do it, consider sending him a donation or something.
Yes.
That would help. Knocked Intellect has a proposition for me. All right. Yeah, I look forward to hearing that. Wow, we've got like almost 60 people on the stream here. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. This means a lot.
It's Nash's birthday.
Yeah, it is my birthday, and it's also a first time where we're showcasing the almost V1.0 of Voxel Doom.
Yep.
Yep, and this means so much to both of us, actually. I think this is the most amount of people that I've streamed to, I think, in my history of streaming. So thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh, check out some of these blood splats.
Yeah.
These aren't part of Voxel Doom. These are something that Nash is also working on separately.
Oh yeah. So this is part of a mod called Nash Decals, which actually is already out. It's on the GZDoom forum, and again, I'll leave a link in the description after the stream. But yeah, this is already available out there right now. You can download it. Basically, I recolored the decals to fit more of to sort of fit the Doom aesthetic better, more pixelated.
Yeah, so they don't have that blurry translucent feathering anymore. They're like hard blood splash, which I prefer.
Yeah. So yeah, this mod is already out. I'll leave a link in the description after the stream, so be on the lookout for that. Ooh, I've always hated this room. It's dark.
This sucks.
Yeah, I can't see. Let's see if I remember where the exit is. Just sort of book it, make a run for it. If I don't die first. I think it's this way. Yeah, that way to go. So the door is there. Ah, demon.
So Nash, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
And I hope you're okay answering it.
Sure.
How's your cat doing?
Yeah. So I have two cats. One of them is named Smokey. He's sleeping on my feet, on my foot here right now. The other one though, so I have another cat named Jackie. He's a very old cat. He's 14 years old. So Smokey is like he's 5 years old, and Jackie's like 14. And yeah, we had some stuff going on today, and Jackie got very, very sick. So we had to send him to the vet today. So yeah, that was kind of like my day, sort of like just, sending him to the vet, and then he had to be tested. So they're gonna leave him. We had to leave him there for a few days, and I hope he's okay. Poor guy. We've had him for so long, so yeah, I hope he's all right. Yeah, a bit worried about him, to be honest, but yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, I was gonna say for Nash's birthday, if you guys want to help him out, I would say donate to Nash's Ko-Fi or YouTube, and
oh yeah, that would help.
About his cat.
Yeah, definitely that would help. Yeah. So so Jackie, had a blood test. They took some of his blood to check for, like if he has like liver failure or anything like that, and then yeah, but yeah, they'll contact me back like in a few days, because he has to be closely monitored. So he hasn't been eating and drinking like at all, so he's like severely dehydrated as well.
Oh.
Yeah, sucks. But poor guy, he's old, so
yeah.
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 It would help. It would help to get, like if anyone wants to help out, I would appreciate it, but it's not required. Yeah.
I'm a huge cat lover.
Same. Cats are everything to me, dude. So, do you have cats?
Yeah, I have
obviously
three.
do.
I have 3 of my own cats. I have Milo,
Ooh,
Kitten, and Captain Baby.
Captain what?
Captain Baby.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah, she's the oldest. She's 9 years old this year. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was born in 2013. Wow, time just flies.
Oh yeah, 2013. What was I doing back then? I think I was in a band. I was playing like in some metalcore band back then.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Nash does music recording professionally.
Yeah, I used to do. I used to be in a band, and I used to do like I ran a recording studio back in the day. I was playing like a few metalcore bands locally, of course.
And you're also a singer.
Yes, that I do. I do sing.
He does really good metal singing, or I don't know. Would you call it metal or screamo or
screaming? I guess.
Hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore, metalcore. Screamo is actually a subgenre of the heavy music that I do not do, actually.
Oh, you don't like screamo?
It's not I don't like screamo, but it's just not my thing, I guess.
Not your thing.
Yeah. But screamo bands are like bands like Under Oath, and stuff like that, which is just not my thing. Cool stuff though, but just I'm not really into the stuff.
I never got into screamo either, but I always. There's so much contention amongst people about what's classified as what.
Oh
what
yeah,
bands or what genres.
You could just go on forever like discussing that, and don't even get me started on the gatekeeping some of these metal dudes have.
One thing that I've been thinking about a lot is the Doom 2016 commercial.
Yeah.
Where they used the song from the Refused.
Oh yeah.
That shocked me that they would use that, because I would consider them screamo.
Isn't that aren't they from Sweden? Am I
I'm not sure.
Is this the same Refused that did a Cyberpunk? I might be mistaken though, but
I don't know if they're still around.
Oh.
But
I apologize if I got my music knowledge wrong to the viewers out there, so don't kill me.
That's all good. That's all good. I mean, I don't know either. But just that song worked so well for that commercial.
Oh yeah.
But if I was to think of a band that was Doom, it would not be them.
Yeah. Look, it's kind of like the wrong vibe, I guess.
Yeah, but it got me so pumped for Doom 2016 when like the way they used the song and they never made a commercial like that for Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah.
Because that whole commercial was like, I don't know if it was a live action Doom guy or if it was all CGI, but it clearly wasn't the game assets. They were super high detailed
Yeah.
Actors playing they had the Revenant and the Imp and the Baron. It just kicked so much ass. I loved it.
Yeah.
And they never did anything like that for Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal was just gameplay footage.
Man, I miss the days where like you would have like this, I guess, like bespoke like advertisements for like games.
Yes.
Yeah, that was so cool. Like especially in the 90s, like you would have like these weird ads on TV sometimes, and that's just so cool. We don't see those stuff anymore.
Yeah, because like Doom when I was a kid was so personal to me.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have probably been playing Doom at the age I was playing it.
I think most of us can say the same.
Yeah, other kids my age didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So when I would see a commercial for Doom, there was one I think for like Sega or the first PlayStation, I think, and they would actually have like their port of Doom. I was like, whoa! Like there was one commercial where it's like a preacher.
Yeah.
Like a black preacher talking about hellfire and brimstone, and then they're showing like footage of Doom, and I was like, "Whoa,
that is cool."
Yeah. There was also a really cool one for Quake as well when Quake 64 came out.
Oh, I don't believe I've seen that.
Oh, I had to send it to you. It's like this old man like in like kind of like a Nine Inch Nails-esque video looking room, like a music video looking area that you would see in like a Trent Reznor's basement or something.
That's awesome.
He's just talking about armor piercing nails and then they're just showing like little clips of the gameplay.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
completely lost. Where is the yellow key card in this?
Yeah, exactly. I've been looking in the auto map as well.
Around.
Also earlier, I just wanted to point out to the audience, like, so the Pinky's corpse, that is such a cool detail, like where the face is like blown off. Like, man.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome. I think you really nailed it here in this one. So
thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to point it out to the audience.
Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Okay, so as soon as I got done remaking the Pinky Death frames,
yeah,
somebody on YouTube goes, not quite right.
Yeah,
I said, dude, I'm not doing it again.
It is awesome. I said it is now. Keep it. Also, someone in the chat, Zuri Greer says, "Hey Daniel, I have all of the original toys that were used to digitize the first-person sprites. I'm currently making high-resolution, accurate 3D models, and I've got a 3D scanner coming in the mail. If you think having access to all of that will help you do the voxels for the first-person weapons, hit me up."
Oh, that could be useful to get like the actual proportions and everything correct.
Yeah, so maybe Zuri, maybe you could like tweet Daniel or something, like, just leave him a note, and then maybe he can like, follow up with you after the stream.
Yeah, if we had a 3D model, then I could voxelize it and then line it up.
Yeah, we more accurate as well, I think.
Yeah, you get the proportions correct so that they would look funny. That would really help out, and it brings me to another possibility. Maybe if voxelizing sprites and things kind of catches on.
Yeah.
Where like maybe like a brand new game project would actually just use voxels.
Oh, I would love. You're right. So, yeah, this is an idea to any of you who like like if you're thinking about making a commercial indie GZDoom game. Yeah, the voxel aesthetic, man. Like I know Sulaco uses voxel style like decorations, but they're not really voxels. They're like voxels converted into 3D models. But yeah, but
they look blocky.
Yeah, they look blocky. But Sulaco is still overall, I would say they're still keeping the sprite style for most of the game. It's just like decorations where they chose like this voxel-esque aesthetic but there aren't
That's
like
cool.
real voxel files. They're actually 3D models converted to voxels. I have the yellow key, by the way. Just saying.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I'll just wait for you
Oh,
one of
that-
the yellow doors.
Yeah, I'm actually at the end over here.
Oh, okay. But
I'm
yeah,
about to
so
die.
anyone who, you know, like, I would love to see someone make like a full like indie GZDoom base game using like the full voxel aesthetics, including monsters, like kind of like what Cheello is doing here right now. That would be super dope. So yeah, that's a call. That is a challenge, I guess.
So I had an idea for a workflow for that.
Yeah.
So make a sculpture in real life of a monster, or get some old Hasbro toys
Yeah.
and paint them and modify them, make them into your own monsters, and then take a 3D, well, not a 3D scanner. What would you use? Those programs where you get a camera and you can take pictures of something from different angles and turn it into a 3D model.
Oh, what'd you call those? Like a 3D scans, I think.
Yeah, I guess they're 3D scans.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Get a 3D scanner. That way you get all the shading and the detail and the real life looking lighting and detail on them.
Yeah.
Digitize them into a 3D model, and then use that 3D model to create the voxels. And now you've got a 3D voxel model with like realistic looking lighting and sculpt, and like kind of like that clay sculpt look that the Cyber Demon has.
Oh yeah. And the people in the chat are saying it's photogrammetry. That's what it's called.
Photogrammetry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a word.
Well,
Apologies if I butchered the pronunciation of that, but
if you guys can do something like that,
yeah.
that would be amazing. Because then, instead of having to do what I'm doing, where you're taking the 2D photo and then making it 3D, you can have it 3D in the first place.
It'll save a lot of time.
That'll save a lot of time, make it a lot easier, and then you have really cool looking lighting on your characters.
Yeah. Minnie Moss, hello, welcome. Oh yeah, while you play, I'm gonna flip over to the questions and continue. I'll just move the camera to you. I'll do a co-op spy so the users can sort of see what you're doing. Yeah, and
Okay, I got it. Oh, I just died.
yeah. So the next question I had on the list here, you seem okay. All right. So you seem to place each voxel by hand, including the shading. It implies that you have pixel art skills. How much pixel art do you do, or do you do pixel art at all?
No, I should, but I don't, and I really want to get into it, especially animation wise.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, so you've never done like 2D like game art, like 2D sprites?
No, nothing notable.
Okay.
I mean, I've messed around with like textures. I love doing textures.
Oh, for sure.
So, but like as far as like 2D like sprite work, no, I haven't really done that much.
Oh, okay. Because like watching your like making videos, like because I see like how you sort of like place the pixels, manually by hand, and like you kind of like know like where to put, like what values to use for the lighting and this pixel, and the shading and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought like it implied that you have like I guess like pixel art fundamentals.
Well, I have a skill base from making like skins for models.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I use a lot of. Has anyone used that program Wally back in the day?
That is for
like
Quake, right?
Yeah, that was for Quake.
Yeah.
I got a lot of practice making skins and stuff using Wally, and that taught me a lot about shading and pixel placement and cleanup.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's awesome how like I feel like a lot of people in the video games, like the game development like industry, all had their start by just modding. I think it's great, and I this is why I love like the whole modding scene, community, what have you. Like this is just like a breeding ground of like talent.
Yeah, it is, and yeah, a lot of people get picked up professionally
Exactly.
from the work they've done on mods.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
It's fun.
It's a fun hobby
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah, I've been doing like so I've messed with like game creation since I was like I think I was 10 or so, around that time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, which was like around 90, 94, 95-ish. And one of the first programs I learned I used for game creation was this program called Click and Play. So it's like this graphical game maker sort of thing.
Okay, so how easy was it to use?
So like there's like a bunch of boxes, and you kind of like click in a box, and you know, like you tell the program, okay, if this sprite touches that sprite, what happens? Or if you know.
Okay, so you filled in the formula for what'll happen. Like
yeah, and then like if the player presses, you know, up arrow, what happens? If the player presses down, what happens? So it's very spreadsheet kind of like a workflow, but it was super cool. It was super easy to make games with that. And then I slowly learned like C++, you know, back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, to be honest. I was just stumbling around, and I started to get serious with programming when I started modding for GZDoom. And I started making like ACS scripts, you know, for, you know, like maps and stuff. And yeah, the rest is history.
What are ACS scripts?
So ACS scripts are the scripts you write to influence the level. So GZDoom lets you, you know, like write scripts that will, you know, like tell the engine, okay, if you shoot this guy, you know, what happens to this wall? Or, you know, if you pick up this item, what happens to that sector? You know, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So ACS is very like it uses like a C-like dialect. So, and I feel like it's a good starting point. Like even if you want to learn the more advanced, so now GZDoom uses this language called ZScript, which is where like the bulk of the game code is written in ZScript. So I feel like even if you start learning ACS, it's a good foundation to have. You should be able to transition to ZScript fairly easily, in my opinion.
That's good, because I've never gotten the hang of coding, and I've tried for a long time. I've done simple like little Quake C mods.
Yeah. Oh, Quake C is much harder than ACS. And yeah, Lord Misfit says ACS is Hexen based. Yes, so ACS was originally written for Hexen, the Hexen game itself.
For like level scripting?
Yeah, so that is what Raven Software actually used to make to do the scripting for Hexen's actual levels. And then GZDoom came along and kind of just expanded on that massively.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Quake C is much harder. So I think if you were able to do stuff in Quake C, that gives you like a more advantage, I guess. More skill.
No, I don't think so, because I was in over my head. I didn't know what I was doing. I just gave up after a while. Like I could modify damage or velocity, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that was already kind of in there. Like just those values I could change, but as far as like making like any kind of like function, no, I didn't know how to even start with that. So maybe if I had started with ACS, I'd be a little bit further along today.
Yeah. And you know, like GZDoom also supports a Decorate, which I think is more like a familiar like scripting language. I think most people will be familiar with that. So it's a good starting point to learn about you know, like game programming in general. I feel like it's a good starting point. And check out these torches. Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the last things I made was the torches. And
like you got the 3D, wow, the 3D fire going on there as well. That looks exactly like a sprite.
So yeah, it's the fire is based exactly on the sprite, and for the other side, so it wouldn't look like a mirrored effect.
Yeah.
I used the frame behind. How do I pronounce? I used the frame before the frame I was working on.
Yeah.
So that they're kind of I don't know how. Yeah. So basically, they don't look the same on both sides. They look different. And, that is a nice detail, because like you want to kind of like the symmetry will be so obvious if you don't do that. So yeah,
So that is
I had to change it up so that you don't see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, boss fight.
Show off the barons.
I'm probably gonna die.
I did a little bit of. Yeah, we'll die. I did a little bit of sprucing up on the baron.
Yeah.
So pretty subtle, but
I'll try to get these pinkies.
Oh wow!
These specters.
I got knocked back hard and I died.
Yeah, because of the double damage thing, right?
Yeah, I got hit by a
Can
green.
I go? Ooh, I died. They seem to be infighting though, so let's see.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, but the double damage thing, you will get knocked hard by those barons. Yeah.
I gotta find some ammo.
True to their name, Bruiser Brothers. They'll leave quite a bruise on you.
It will bruise me. Oh, at least I can see their health.
Yeah. Alright, so let's just try to pepper this guy with ammo. One baron's down. And wow, that is a very cool detail there with the intestine coming out there. Like, it's interesting like how you interpret like the 2D frames. Like, yeah, and where I'm standing right now, like, if the audience can see it, like, it literally looks like the sprite version, like from where I'm standing. Like, that is so cool.
So
yeah.
I got some help from looking at the Doomsday model.
Oh, okay.
As far as like how to interpret the dead baron. So if you look on the other side of him, you can see his head and like his arms on to the side.
Yeah. So this is what blows my mind. Like, so from where I'm standing, it looks like the sprite, like a 2D sprite, and as I walk closer to it, like holy shit, it's 3D, and the thing just starts to take shape and yeah, and turning the camera around. I guess this is how the 3D model version of it looks like, and you got
it's almost exactly how it looked in Doomsday.
Okay.
And it made sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
that is a painful looking way to die.
Oh yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it, of course.
Barons suck.
Yep. So we have reached the end of the episode. So before we step through the let's see if I can ask you a few more questions from my list of questions.
Okay.
All right. So which is your most favorite voxel model in this pack to work on? And inversely, which one is your least favorite?
My least favorite, probably the explosion.
Okay.
Also the renditions of the explosion. So the skull, the lost soul, and the barrel explosion.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still need work. I think they're passable for now, but like you and me had discussed earlier, there might be some ways to work around it, make it look better.
Yeah, definitely.
If that includes changing it back into a sprite and then just adding a 3D model to it, that might be less jarring.
Yeah.
Or I could even do the other thing we discussed about making converting the voxel into an object, like an actual 3D model, and then inverting the faces. Then you could stack those faces together to make an explosion where it's always white in the center.
Yeah. And
then a gradient into the red at the edges, and it would look correct at any angle.
So I just thought of like one of the problems with trying to do that, like mixing models with voxel, is that software renderer support basically.
Oh.
Yeah, I just thought of that. So that might be an issue. So I don't know. It depends on how much support you want to offer for software rendering. What do you think?
So it would only work for like GZDoom.
Yeah, or GL based, whatever ports that support like 3D models.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Accelerated. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, we might just have to go with the 2D explosion idea.
Also, my camera is currently set to your view, and I'm noticing like there's some weird green pixels on the Doom guys.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see it too. So
yeah,
this is because the actual model is the green uniform. So I have to go in and differentiate which pixels are going to be his belt and which ones are going to be his actual pants.
Oh
color.
yeah.
So because it's green, it's kind of hard because they kind of mix together. So
yeah,
if I go in, change the color to like something more that stands out more, like the blue you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
And then I can change all the pixels to that, and then change them back to the green color. That way I could do a lot of cleanup, and I'll probably do that before we release the first version of it.
So Daniel Schroeder in the chat says, I don't know if modern GZDoom allows mods to provide custom shaders, but if it did, making the gradient always face the player would be very doable. Yes, to some extent. So GZDoom does support GLSL for shaders, and you can apply those to like materials, meaning textures, sprites, but the problem is that the amount of information that is exposed to the shaders is very limited. So I think you're able to get like the camera angle and the pixel position, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that as well. So also, if you stand still for a moment, Cheello, and then if I turn around, like I remember one of the comments in one of your YouTube videos was like, I see you're focusing on the important details.
Yeah, everybody wants more cheeked up model.
So yeah, that is I guess a treat for those who are into that thing, that kind of thing.
Well, people, yeah, I mean, I'll get hate when I don't add the right amount of butt pixels.
Exactly. So yeah, you're doing the community a service by doing that.
I'm working for their best interest.
JPC says hello, welcome to the stream, JPC. Gamerman, when is the release date? Yeah,
next couple days.
Yeah, next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that on Cheello's Twitter and YouTube. Yeah. So let me see. Okay, so before we step through the portal, let's see if there's any more stuff that we could address before we move on. Scrolling up here. Wow, I'm just so overwhelmed by the chat here right now. Thank you everyone again so much. We have 60 people here on the stream. This is amazing.
Oh, right on. We got 10 more than we had before.
Oh, Daniel Schroeder again says another way to make voxel character models from scratch would be to make detailed 3D models and animate them as 3D models and rasterize poses from the... Ooh.
General Broly.
That's one thing I've looked into.
General Broly, thanks for the subscribe. Thank you. And yeah, sorry. Go on.
Okay. So that's a good way to make animations and stuff. It's a lot easier than having them build every frame from scratch.
Yeah.
I just like how in the original Doom sprites, how they have like the shadows on each separate frame. Like the shadowing's different, the lighting's different. So that's if you do make the animation as like an actual 3D model and then convert it into a voxel. It would be cool if there was some way that you could bake the shadows for each frame differently.
Yeah. I actually have this program I bought on Steam. It's called a Cubicle.
I have it too.
Yeah. So I've tried messing around with that, converting like OBJ and like Quake models and stuff into voxels. It's actually pretty good. It's a solid base. It gives you like a good base to start on to continue in Magica Voxel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean it's kind of cheating, but results may vary because sometimes the voxel ends up being too dirty and there's too much cleanup to do. So yeah, it depends on the quality of the model, I guess.
That would be really cool for a mod like Aeons of Death.
Yeah.
If you had like an actual 3D model for all the Quake monsters and the Quake 2 monsters.
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
I love that mod, but yeah, there's so much stuff that I wish was still 3D.
Mm-hmm. Rachel says, I have a redemption build with net time scale I can pass to you. Oh yeah, that would be great. Just DM me. Yeah, that would be great to have for messing around in multiplayer. Orosa asks, plans for Wolfenstein enemies and Commander Keen Voxel. That's one for you.
Yeah, I could definitely do that after I'm happy with the Doom voxel mod.
Cool.
There's going to be a couple places I want to branch out to.
Yeah.
Maybe all at the same time and just like work on each one a little bit. I definitely want to do the build games, and I want to do Blake Stone,
Mm-hmm.
Hexen and Heretic. I want to do those monsters as well.
Wow, that is a lot of work you've got ahead of you. I wish you the best.
Oh, it's gonna take years.
It's gonna take years. Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Yeah. But, Caesar asks, will the projectiles be voxelized too?
You mean like the Baron and the Cacodemon?
The projectiles. So like I guess the plasma bolt and the fireball and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think using your transparency method like we did with the Soul Sphere, we could definitely do something like that for the projectiles.
Cool. Yeah. So since this is the end, I'm not sure if cheats are enabled. Oh, I can't. I'd like to show something to the audience. Do you happen to have like a rocket with you? And
no, I don't.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have any rockets.
Okay, maybe in the next map. So basically, there is an oversight in GZDoom currently, where the rocket voxel does not face the correct pitch when you fire it. So if you're looking upwards and you fire the rocket, it'll still move. The model will still look like a straight rocket.
Yeah.
So that will be fixed for the next version of GZDoom. I just submitted some code on my end to the GZDoom repo that allows voxels to have their pitch and roll modified. So, but that won't make it for the initial release of Cheello's voxel mod. Just so you guys know. Yeah.
So when you shoot a rocket in the first release, it's gonna look kind of funny if you're facing down or facing up.
Yeah. But there is code in there that fixes that, but it's just not active yet because it requires a feature that is currently not in the official build of GZDoom. It's in the development build. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time to die.
All right, let's go. Oh, that was fast.
So shall we do the second episode then?
Yeah.
Sure. We've got 55 people here. Let's do the second episode and show off some of the episode 2 monsters.
How long did this take? The first episode.
This one, let's see. We are at 134.
Kevin09 subscribes to the channel.
Okay.
Thanks
I know in the first level, there is the first appearance of the Cacodemon.
Yeah. Kevy, thanks for the sub. Yeah, so I think how this works is I don't think I can't start the next episode in this session, so we'll have to quit and you'll have to rejoin. Restart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quit right now.
Yep. So the screen will be currently empty for the time being.
Hey, by the way, how did you get your little avatar to animate and like kind of follow what you're doing?
Oh, so so this is a VTuber model. I made this model myself in an app called VRoid Studio.
It reminds me of the Disdain player.
Exactly. So I kind of based him off of the Disdain player. But the hair, I need to find a better hair model for that. I kind of just threw that on for the time being. So there are a bunch of like apps that you have to install, and it interfaces with your like a webcam and your mic and stuff, and it animates the model based on like what it sees in the webcam and what it hears on your mic.
That's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm just gonna launch the second episode. Just give me a moment. I'll need to edit this. On your side, all you have to do is just rerun the batch file. So
the batch file, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Just let me edit this file. Actually, let me just ask one more question before we go on.
Sure.
Off the questions list. All right. So, what are your thoughts on Magicka Voxel, and do you have any wish lists of features for Magicka that would help your workflow immensely?
Oh yeah. Okay. So wish list. Blending tool. We need some kind of pixel blending. Because right now, that's why I have to switch to Slab 6 every time I do a tutorial or not a tutorial, but a time lapse video.
Yeah.
The last half of the video is me cleaning up the model in Slab 6. So Slab 6 has features that are not in Magic of Voxel, such as a brighten and darken tool.
Yeah.
A baked shadows tool, which is fucking wild because this came out in like 1996.
Exactly. That's crazy.
And yeah, there's things in this program that surpass Magic of Voxel, which is still being updated to this day. Slab 6 has been dormant for like at least 20 years.
It's super old. Yeah.
Yeah. So the features from Slab 6 that I need in Magic of Voxel are lighten and darken pixels, blending pixels, and also sculpting. There's a sculpting tool in Slab 6 where you can actually fatten or reduce the size of the model in like target areas. It's great.
And that is crazy for a program that came out in like what, 96, 97?
Yeah, that there's an actual sculpting feature in it. So yeah, those are things that definitely need to be put in Magic of Voxel. Also, I guess another thing would be like a larger threshold, because there's like a limited amount of space you can use in Magic of Voxel. And when I'm doing these like big animations, like the Spider Demon death, I had each frame kind of laid out like a permutation, and I ran out of room because the sprite is so big that I couldn't line them all up together to see how they looked. I know currently they're working on an animation feature for Magic of Voxel, which would be great to preview what an animation would look like in game. Because right now I just have to run the game every time I want to look at the animation.
Yeah.
So the first part of the question, I'll answer next, is none of this would be possible without Magic of Voxel, because it has this feature where you can move around individual models. You can have multiple models at one time in the workspace. So the way that I make the proportions correct in the Magic of Voxel to kind of match up with how I think the sprites would look in 3D space is I use these little these little pivot points, and I connect those points together with lines in 3D.
Yeah, I noticed that. So it's kind of like a bone. It mimics the workflow of having like actual like armatures and bones for the models, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like having an armature, and that's the use. That's where I base the proportions of the model on, or where those bones are located. So that's kind of what made making the monsters possible, is that feature.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'd be able to do it without that. It would not look right at all if I didn't have that.
I tried the first time I tried Magic of Voxel. I was actually surprised that there's no like a blend brush. Like everything is just like one pixel color, and basically my first thought was like, how the hell am I gonna do shading on this unless I literally pick one color at a time? And that's just crazy that for such a basic feature is missing in Magicka.
Yeah, I don't think Magicka is currently designed for like for what I'm doing. It's more of like there's some really cool stuff people do with Magic of Voxel. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. There's the lighting effects that Magic of Voxel has for creating scenes. There's a girl on social media. What's her name? I can't remember her name. It's like Maria or Mary or something. She goes by Mad Maraca on YouTube.
Right.
And she creates these really cool scenes in Magic of Voxel. And she doesn't really do a lot of like shading or color work. She just she creates the shapes and uses a lot of like the cool filters, like the water effects, the water shader.
Ah, right.
Stuff like that. So she's able to build these incredible looking scenes, but she's not doing any like manual shading work. She's using their lighting system and stuff like that. I think that's what Magic of Voxel is really designed for.
Yeah, it's more like a creative, like artsy kind of tool, for making like these, these simple voxel scenes. But then when it comes to like this gritty, like retro sprite style, it's just not designed for it. I guess.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff like I would love to see implemented in the future.
Cool. Also, Nulki Cola, thank you for the sub, and welcome to the stream. So, all right, one more question, and then we'll head in. Do you play other retro FPS games, and which one is your favorite?
I do. So, Quake is the one that I've played the most. I love Quake because of how malleable it is, how much you can change in it.
Yeah.
That was the first game I ever modded. Messing with the models in QME, which Nash mentioned earlier, Quake model editor. So that's, I have so many fond memories of that, so much nostalgia for Quake. That's probably the main one. And of course I've played other ones, Quake 2, Quake 3 Arena, Redneck Rampage, Blood. I have an affinity for Redneck Rampage that it's weird because I know a lot of people think that game sucks, and and going back and playing it at my age now, I'm like, yeah, this game does kind of suck, but it's also like very dear to my heart, and I love the characters and the weapons and everything. The levels are amazing. I love the tornado level. Mm-hmm. It's great.
I tried Redneck Rampage. I just couldn't get into it. Like even back then and even now, like there's just something, I don't know. It's probably like the sound or like the sprites. I don't know. I tried. I just couldn't. But however, I do agree that the level design is one of the best ever made in like build engine games, I feel.
Yeah. Alex. His name is Alex Mayberry, and
the artist.
The level designer, Alex Mayberry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I went to school with his nephew, which is so funny.
Oh,
because that's the whole reason I know about Redneck Rampage is because my Spanish teacher is Alex Mayberry's brother.
Oh, right.
he gave my brother a copy of the game one day, and he brought it home, and we played it.
Mm-hmm. Eddie, thank you for coming to my stream, and thank you for the birthday wish. And the Anton's Multiverse, hello, welcome. So yeah, you were saying? Sorry, cut you off there.
Oh yeah, that's all. It was just like that's how I came to know about Redneck Rampage, another game that my brother brought home.
It's funny how like all these first-person shooters are like it's usually like, so for me, like Doom was introduced to me by a friend. Yeah, and then for you was like your brothers and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Yeah, just like you can kind of vividly remember when you first tried a game, even though it was like at least almost 30 years ago. Yeah.
Cancer Studio asks, would the Doom Voxel project be easy to make compatible with something like GZDoom? I don't know.
I'm not familiar with GZDoom.
No, I've never heard of GZDoom actually, but
GZDoom.
So the voxel files are actually it's in the KVX format, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yeah,
which is basically the original build engine data format, right?
Yeah, the same.
Yeah. So essentially, whatever port or program, if it could read the build engine KVX files, then I don't see why not. But compatibility, yeah.
GZDoom is what I believe is Gary's mod Doom.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know because I don't play that, but
yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, so I think initially we would be focusing our support on just maybe GZDoom and maybe any GZDoom or ZDoom based ports. I believe
ports of the original game.
Yeah, because it's a lot of work trying to add support for different source ports.
If other people wanted to try it, I could definitely say it's possible.
Yeah.
To convert the voxel into a working format for Half-Life or Gary's mod or whatever. I'm sure it's possible.
I'm sure it's possible. So maybe like anyone who's interested in like porting the mod, like I guess they could like contact you for, you know, like I guess to ask for your permission or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could ask for permission, and you know, I'd probably say yes.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Anyone who's interested in porting the mod to other like game engines, just contact Cheello directly and yeah, let him know. So we will be launching episode 2. Yeah, you can go ahead and click the batch file now.
Okay, let me go try it.
Hopefully this works.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. Well, let me turn on that the network latency thing. Yeah. Maybe
So that's called net_extra tick.
Yeah, that's the one. So apparently it just makes the netcode feel smoother. So we might be able to see a Cacodemons. By the way, I turned off the double damage thing because like I feel moving forward we should probably just try and just go through these levels faster, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because this is more like a showcase rather than a like actual let's play or whatever.
Yeah, no, let's play challenge.
You got nothing to prove here except show off the voxel models.
Yeah, I'm not a good player. I just like modding the game. I like modding.
Same. I'm getting lost here.
Okay,
there we go.
Another thing is, isn't this red key door completely useless?
Oh yeah, I did notice that it's kind of like a pointless room.
Yeah, there's just a couple items in there.
Yeah, the Cacodemons around the corner here, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, should be behind here. There we go. Floaty boy.
Floaty boy.
So the voxel mod comes with colorized blood support. So yeah, so you don't have to add any extra mods to have the colored blood. It's there by default.
Yeah, that was a decision we made, that we'd like to see the Baron's blood green and the Cacodemon's blood blue. Man,
check out these like these eyeballs and this, I don't know, what the intestines or whatever.
I guess it's an intestine or something.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing detail. It's even got like an exit wound from behind.
Yeah, if you see him die from the back, I made it look like there's like some blood, exit wound blood that splats out, and then blood drips down from the holes in his back. Yeah,
that's really cool. SJP, nah, we're not really, like, we don't really care about this being a challenge or what. At this point, we just want to just chill and talk about voxels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were suggesting like turn on the fast monsters or increase the difficulty, and I'm like, nah.
We won't get done anytime soon.
Yeah.
If we do that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think this is the first appearance of the Lost Soul.
Oh yeah, this is in this map. I like how in this map, like the player starts at like completely separate. Like you're just way over there, and.
Oh yeah, I just realized I'm on the other side of. Of the map.
It's kind of a cool, like a variation they did on the level design, the co-op level design at least.
Yeah, I think as they got more familiar with what they could do with it, they started doing stuff like that. Like E3, M3, Pandemonium, there's like 3 different hallways where you can start.
Oh yeah. Gamerman asks, can you make the Lost Souls fire transparent?
If it was a separate model for the fire, yes, we could do that. I'd have to remake the base model though, because that part of his skull isn't showing.
Oh yeah.
So I'd have to recreate that.
And then we'd have
And
to spawn the fire separately, and then it's just gonna cost one extra actor and that, so might not be good in performance considering how, especially in Doom 2, those Lost Souls have an unlimited spawn count, so...
Yeah, so if you're running an older computer, you're gonna probably see some performance tanking. Yeah. There's another voxel mod, Rykol's.
Yeah.
Rykol's Voxels. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. One monster he did was the Lost Soul.
Oh.
And he actually had it like that, where the fire was a different asset than the skull. And it looked really cool.
Yeah, I noticed that mod, like it does some things like spawning like it's a mixture of like sprites and voxels.
Yeah.
To do some of those effects.
Exactly. So
yeah.
One thing you and I discussed earlier, a few days ago, was how Rykol had done the supercharge, like the soul sphere and the invisibility.
Yeah.
I think one part of it was a sprite.
Yeah.
Like and then go ahead.
So the shell of the soul sphere is made of a sprite, and then the core is the actual voxel model.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how the Rykol mod does it, and it looks convincing, but we felt like for this mod, we'd like to keep the aesthetics consistent.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Hence why we came up with the shell idea, the voxel shell model idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I really like, and if you guys do have a chance to play Rykol's voxel model, I want to say that's the original voxel mod. I might be wrong, but it came out years ago, probably like 2010 or 2011.
Oh, it's quite old, yeah.
Yeah, but it's got some really cool stuff in there. So shout out to Rykol if he ever sees this.
Edgy Boy 728, welcome to the stream.
I'm stuck in a hole.
I'm just catching on the chat for a bit. Whoops, after I kill this imp. The Rock asked, could you add different death animations? Nah, we're sticking to the vanilla animations, because this is meant to be like a one-to-one replacement of the vanilla assets. So anyone who wants additional death animations, they're gonna have to mod that in.
I think what a lot of people want to see is like a complete copy of like Smooth Doom.
Oh yeah,
but in voxels.
That is an ass ton of work.
that would be an ass ton of work. I mean, like this alone took me since January of this year, which I guess isn't that long, but having to do each frame manually by hand, it was time consuming.
Yeah. Maybe like at some point people will start like submitting contributions, so who knows.
Yeah, and it's I'm gonna keep posting tutorials and stuff like that, so if people do want to in the future add their own frames and stuff, I mean, I'm all for it. I think it'd be really cool to see these frames interpolated, smoothed out. I don't really have the time to do it.
Cancer Studios says my PC crashed, so now I'm here on my phone. Uh-oh. That sucks.
That sucks.
Tabby Jackie asks, Cheello, what if you made this 3D dither pixel by pixel effect? How well would that go for some of the Doom assets? Could it be useful for transparent parts, like the Lost Soul Flame or something? Oh, I guess he's talking about like applying dithering, like the alternating pixel thing.
So would that be like it would be a lower quality model, like if it was off in the distance? I'm not too sure what that means.
Yeah, same. I'm not too sure what that's supposed to mean either. Like I guess it's, from what I understand, that's more like an alternate shading style, where you sort of like so to create like gradients for the shading, instead of going like from color A to color B, you would like you would by hand like add in like a dithering pattern, like it's a crisscross kind of pattern thing. I don't know how to explain that, but
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
like to make it to kind of give the effect that there's more colors than there actually is.
Yeah,
in the palette. If they could maybe clarify their question a little bit more, I'd be able to give a better answer.
Yeah. Cammy Jojo, amazing mod combo. Also, happy birthday, Nash. Thank you. Gamerman, HD Smooth Doom and Voxels. Yeah, someone else is gonna do it, not us.
Yeah. So, what are the? I'm trying to think of like what are the most requested things I've heard. Okay, I've heard Brutal Doom. I've heard Project Brutality.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are things that once this is released, people are more than welcome to tackle themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna spend time on it just because there's so much to do. There's so many different models that are, or brand new sprites that are in those mods. I don't think I would have time to tackle it.
We don't have enough Cheelos in the world to do it.
Yeah, if cloning ever becomes legalized, then
then sure.
Sure.
You could generate like 50 Cheelos and have everyone work on a different project in parallel.
Or I could just keep making tutorials, and you guys can.
Yeah, or that as well. Do it yourself.
Yeah, that sounds more plausible.
Yeah. I would love to dabble with voxeling, like this kind of project, but so like, okay, for those who don't know, I contributed the widescreen assets for GZDoom. So
what?
Like so you know how the original original artwork in Doom is like 4x3. There's like black bars at the sides.
Yeah, the standard size for monitors back then.
Yeah, so I originally started my widescreen pack for GZDoom before there was any knowledge of the Unity port of Doom, which was done by Scuba Steve. So I kind of started mine first, and then id Software hired Scuba Steve to do the widescreen art for Unity, the Unity port of Doom. So one of the shenanigans that was going on with that was that I think license-wise, the Unity art assets were not compatible with GZDoom.
Oh.
Yeah, so what I ended up having to do was recreate basically the whole pack from scratch, and to release them under a more like permissive license. Yeah, so I ended up over the course of 1 year.
Cammy Jojo subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. I was listening to the notification. Cammy Jojo, thank you for the subs. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, over the course of 1 year... Oh, by the way, before I move on, oops, I was about to show the invisible thing, but that's fine. So yeah, as I was explaining, so over the course of 1 year, I ended up doing the custom widescreen art for GZDoom for all of the base games. So I started with Doom, and then I went on to Heretic, Hexen, Chex Quest, every base game basically that GZDoom supports. Yeah,
that's a shitload of work.
it is. So even Strife, which actually Night Dive Studios ended up adopting my widescreen art for for their port of Strife.
Did they give you credit?
Yeah, they did. I forget the name. Veteran Edition. Yeah, Veteran Edition. So the Strife port by Night Dive, which is on Steam and on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, they ended up adopting my work, which is super cool of them.
That is cool.
Yeah. So over the course of 1 year, like I can imagine the amount of work that goes into this stuff, like trying to extend like base game assets, especially when you don't have references to the original artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can kind of relate to how like the amount of work that goes into this stuff that you do. So it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. I gotta look for your name on that port.
Yeah.
I've never played Strife.
So even now, if you're playing like even GZDoom, if you're playing it right now, if you notice like the tallies, the score screen, like it's all in widescreen now. So So yeah, that's my artwork there.
How do I look that up? How do I look at that?
We'll have to finish a level and have a look.
Oh, that okay, that screen. Okay, I got you.
Or even like the help screen, like if you press F1, that's my stuff there as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is stuff that I would, it makes sense, but I don't think I would even like think to notice it.
Yeah.
But it's obviously very important if you're going to be playing on a modern computer.
I feel like if you don't notice it, I think I did my job well, because it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to just blend in. Like you wouldn't know, like, oh, it was there the whole time. So
exactly, you don't want it to be jarring where you're like, well, what's that?
Yeah. Marvelous Potato asks, do you plan on adding a feature to remove the spinning items?
Yeah, that's been a point of contention. A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
So, in lieu of having like a map hack file that we've talked about, I just made some of the items spin, so you know what they are.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of things are going to spawn in at weird angles.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the consensus is, if people want the rotating weapons and items just changed back to a static, then I can do that.
Yeah.
As far as the feature for it, I mean that would be programming side, which I'm illiterate, so.
Well, yeah, maybe we can do like a poll or something. Yeah, here's the invisibility, by the way, like for the audience to check out. So as you can see there, the core is a separate object, and the shell is a separate object as well. So
yeah,
and the core, the shell has a transparency effect, while the core does not. So
yeah, you can see the transparency. Oh, now you're.
Now I'm invisible. You can still sort of see me though. The Cammy JoJo's... Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I just remembered, like, 30 minutes ago, you asked me, somebody had asked what my favorite voxel model was.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the pack. Probably one of the props. Probably, like, not to sound morbid, but probably, like, one of the, like, the corpses. I just think those look really cool.
Yeah, I would say, also, not to sound morbid, but yeah, I feel like the art direction and the corpses are some of the, like, I guess more pleasing, if that's a word, that is even an appropriate word to use. But I admire the.
That's so funny.
I admire the corpse work, like even right now on my screen I'm seeing like the blown out face of the pinky, like. I feel like there's a lot of like a work that goes into like trying to translate this stuff from from an art perspective, and yeah, I would say the corpses are some of my favorite ones to look at as well.
So for the pinky, I did a completely different process for redoing his death frames, because I did not like how it turned out the last time. Obviously, I only have one sprite to work with.
Yeah.
Like one angle to work with. So what I did was I built a base voxel model for the pinky.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a T-frame.
Yeah.
And then I rotated his limbs around so I would keep the proportions correct. Because the first try I did for the pinky looked really wonky, because I was just creating that stick armature for each frame.
Yeah.
And it did not animate well. Didn't look right at all. So I found a way to kind of smooth it out, make it look better, make the arms proportions and everything look more consistent.
Martian Ware, thank you for the sub. Biodegradable, thank you for the birthday wish, and welcome to my stream. Oh my god, we've got spam in the chat.
Oh no, what is it? Is it naked ladies?
Yeah, it's. Don't click any links, guys and girls. You know how it goes on the internet.
Do you get those on every video?
This one seems. Oh, well, I do get them occasionally on my like uploaded videos, but this is the first time I'm actually getting these like live on stream. I guess that means the stream is becoming popular.
I get them in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
And they're always on one. Like when I first upload a video, they always pop up. Like the first comment is always like, "Muchos tetas." And I'm like, get rid of that.
Tristan Barons, thank you for the birthday wish. Agent 020 as well. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and chilling out with us. This means a lot to both of us.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for showing up.
Yeah.
The surprising turnout.
Yeah. It's a celebration of life and also of voxels.
Yeah. Well, celebration of life sounds like a funeral. So we'll say a continuation, a celebration of the continuation of life.
Yes. And wow, these are 3D jibs here. It's really cool.
No!
I almost died there, but because I was about to admire the I like how you got the if this crusher won't block my view. There we go. So I like how you got that the pseudo kind of ambient occlusion thing going on there, on the jibs, and of course you painted those manually and by hand, I think.
Yeah. So I wanted it to look like there's a shadow on each little piece.
Yeah, it's a very cool detail. I'm trying to see if I could stand at an angle that will make this look like the sprite version of it. I think it's somewhere. It should be around here. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where I projected it from.
Yeah. And that looks
all right.
Yeah, looks just like a sprite.
Sorry to do this, Nash. I gotta go to the bathroom again real quick.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
I guess this is a good time for me to address the chat. Let's see. Kevin's, thank you for the birthday wish. Welcome to the stream. Tristan says it is great to see a Doom is alive. I started playing it in '94, and those voxel models are a real game changer. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoy what you're seeing. This mod will come out, I think this week is what Cheello said. So yeah, definitely look out for his announcement on his Twitter and on his YouTube. Let me see. Scrolling up in the chat some more. Peter Lawrence, is this complete? Yes. It is pretty much complete. I think Cheello may want to go over a few more minute details, but yeah, the mod should be out sometime this week, and yeah, definitely keep on the lookout for the announcements on his Twitter and his YouTube as well. And I will be listing also the mods that I used in this video. After the stream, I'll be updating the description for links to all the mods that I use in this stream. Cami Jojo says the widescreen assets between GZDoom and the Unity port share some noticeable differences. I believe Russian Doom did have its own unique sets of wide graphics as well. Oh yeah. So for my iteration for the GZDoom widescreen art, yeah, I went with my own thing, because I didn't want to copy what Scuba Steve was doing. So yeah, it's interesting, I think, to see how different artists have different interpretations of all this stuff. And you can feel free to mix and match which one you like. So it's free real estate there. Free real modding estate. Tabby Jackie says I'll make something in Paint to show what I mean about a dither thing. Oh yeah, feel free to send it in my Discord or something. Let's see what else is there here. Everyone's asking this one thing, which I will wait for Cheello to come back, so we will see what his response to it is. There's this one common thing that everyone's been asking for, and I will wait for him to come back before I mention it. Just gonna keep moving here. Yeah. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the stream. Really appreciate all of you being here. It's my birthday, so this means a lot, and it's also the first time Cheello is showing off his release candidate of the Voxels mod. So we both appreciate all of you being here.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. All right,
just let everyone know I'm talking through my phone because I could not figure out how to set up my own microphone.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
we did me and Nash did a practice playthrough. Was it last weekend?
yeah, it was last weekend.
I
Yeah.
think it's just to see how everything would work on the technical side. I have a really nice microphone and a really nice like preamp USB plugin, and I could not get it to
But
work.
you can't use it.
I've moved a couple times. I had to pack everything and then unpack it, and for some reason, quit working.
That sucks.
So, yeah.
But all things considered, you sound pretty decent on the phone. It's kind of a bit low.
Good.
Yeah, it's a bit lo-fi, but it's not bad. It's serviceable, I think.
Okay, good. As long as I'm intelligible and you can understand what I'm saying.
So okay, so I was waiting for you to come back. So there was this one thing that a lot of people were asking in the chat. Voxel HUD when?
Oh, you know what, dude? That shit would look fucking amazing.
Are you gonna do it?
I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I encourage everyone to watch my tutorials and then send me the finished product.
Yeah.
No, in all honesty, I haven't tried HDoom. I've watched videos of it.
Same. I know what it is, but I don't play that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's just not my thing.
Like a proof. And if it is your thing, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, no judgment here.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
More power to you if you're into that stuff, but it's just not for me. Like even like like other games like like Skyrim or whatever, like because you've got all these like like adult themed mods there, right? And
yes,
and there's some cool like work that goes into that stuff. I do admit some of the models look really good, but I personally wouldn't play with that stuff. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it can be modded, I'm sure there's an X-rated version of it somewhere.
If it exists.
Like the first thing.
Yeah.
It's the first thing people do. If there's a female character in a game, they'll
Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it on the internet.
There's a porn version of it.
Peter Lawrence, thank you for the birthday wish. That means a lot to me. Thank you. And also, how do I say this? Magni V. Oh God, I can't pronounce that. I'll just call him Magni. Yeah, thank you for the birthday wish. And he also says the voxels are so dope. It's surreal and best of progress with disdain. Thank you so much. Yeah, be on the lookout on this channel and on my Twitter as well. I will be making some very interesting announcements regarding disdain. So be on the lookout for that. And for those who don't know, disdain is my Quake style game made in GZDoom.
Let's talk more about disdain.
Sure.
So, this was at first. I mean, people have already heard this if they tuned in earlier, but this was originally the result of you recreating or making your own type of Quake clone in 10 days.
Exactly.
This came out last year.
Yes.
And then you kind of branched off from there into disdain.
Exactly. So yeah, so it was just a self like imposed like I guess a game jam, like you could call it. So like I was kind of like in the middle of working on another game actually at that moment called Darkadia, which also needs to be addressed, but I'll talk about that a bit later. So I was actually working on another game at the time, and then I think I got burned out by it. So I was like, hey, okay, so let's try to do something fun and limit it into 10 days. It's sort of like just like it's kind of my way to to tackle the development burnout.
Like holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you can't do it in 10 days, then yeah.
So I was like,
you died.
Yeah, and I'm dead. So I was thinking, what kind of project can I do in 10 days? And so one of the ideas that actually has been in my head for the longest time, like even many years back, even before last year, was to sort of make like an imitation like Quake style kind of game, and finish it within 10 days. So I figured, you know, that last year around August, I think, if I don't remember the dates, but I felt, you know, it was as good of a time as any to sort of like tackle this project. So I had like a battle plan, you know, laid out. So I wrote like in a like a text file. So okay, day 1, what do I do? Day 2, day 3,
cool.
etc. Yeah. So
Awesome.
so I had like the workflow figured out. And of course, you know, some of the things in there didn't ended up like I didn't make it, you know. So, but overall, I felt like I've pretty much tackled. Oh, there you go. You did.
I died. I had 2% health, and then I jumped on some blood.
So yeah, so I figured like, okay, so I had my battle plan laid out, and I actually did hit the deadline. So I released it. It was called Elder Jam at the time because there was still supposed to be like this whole like eldritch kind of like Lovecraftian theme going on there. So, you know, Elder World, Elder God kind of thing. So, and then Jam being game jam.
That's cool. So it was just like a spur of the moment thing. You weren't. It wasn't a challenge on a forum or anything. You just did it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So, using a lot of because I've been working with GZDoom for, you know, like I think close to 20 years now. So there's a lot of tools I have at my disposal to like sort of speed up the process. So I've got like, you know, I've got a template like, you know, player movement code, and then I've got, you know, these code for weapons lying around and stuff. But the assets, you know, like I took like the original Quake models, I extracted them from the Quake pack files.
That's right. I saw that you had used like I think the zombie model is like a base.
So
that was cool.
One of the I guess the imp style replacements in Elder Jam was based off the Quake zombie, and the player model himself was based off the Quake player, as well as the cultist was also based off the Quake player. To sort of like speed up the creation time, because, you know, like I had to do everything like solo basically. The sound design, the music I think is interesting to mention. So I had to do like, I think I spent like 12 hours to finish like all 5 songs from scratch.
Wow.
Which was super crazy. Most of the level music was actually pretty easy to do. It was just a bunch of like ambient loops, but the main theme song in the menu was like a full-on like band with, you know, with guitar riffs and drums and stuff. And yeah, that was crazy, dude. But I managed.
Were you playing all the instruments?
Yeah, I did. So I did all the music myself, played all the guitar, wrote all the drum parts myself.
Wow.
Yeah, and so for the sounds in the game, it was like 90% like just using the sound library I bought for cheap at the time. It's by I don't remember the name. I think it's Sound Impact Studios or something like that. They were doing like a discounted special at the moment, so I just picked that up and just started mixing sounds from there.
And it has like a whole library of different instruments.
Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of like you know, like instruments and sound effects, you know, like weapon sounds, whatever, what have you.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the player sounds were all just me, you know, just making funny noises in the mic.
Now, I know you're really big into producing music. Did you ever use sound fonts?
No. So sound fonts is one of the things like well, I guess we don't use that much in my line of work. So the more common thing people would use for in like, I guess my line of work is like a VST sounds, VST instruments. Yeah. We don't use sound fonts too much, so
they're kind of older, right?
Yeah. Like, I guess sound fonts are more like famously used in like the game scene, I guess, but not so much in like the, you know, like the band scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound a little bit faker than VST.
Yeah.
And I've noticed I think in a port of GZDoom, there's like, it comes with a sound font.
Oh yeah. GZDoom itself ships with a few sound fonts, if I'm not mistaken.
So, is that to emulate like versions of like the MIDI player, like the MIDI sound?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think the one that ships with GZDoom is based off some kind of like a Roland Sound Canvas kind of sound font. But so I never owned a a sound canvas myself, so I can't say whether it's like accurate or not. So I'm sure there are more experts out there who know this stuff better than I do with regards to like sound fonts. Levi asks and says happy birthday, thank you. Would NashBar work with Voxel Doom? So NashBar will work out the box. Well, actually no, because so Voxel Doom comes with its own like a blood replacement. So I would have to make a blood type patch for Voxel Doom, and then the blood effects would work. But then you would see like sprite base blood mostly, because I have not actually made any voxel replacements for NashBar. So
well, I could do that.
Yeah, either me or someone would have to, because there are a few like jib sprites that are custom, in NashBar. So I think there are like 10 of them. So it's kind of a lot of work actually. So I don't expect anyone to do it. I might have a go at it myself someday, but it's not urgent on my list of things to do.
But as far as like running both together,
yeah,
is it compatible?
It should be. If there's a minor work I have to do on my end. Like there's this one text file I'll have to like update. That essentially tells NashBar to recognize the blood sprite that Voxel Doom uses.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, kind of think of it, because I'm just spitballing here, but like, so the only reason why Voxel Doom touches the blood actor is to enable like a XY billboarding. So I think I can actually change that to use an event handler instead. But in plain English, what that means is, I think I can do some quick modifications on my end to make sure NashBar works out the box without having to replace any actors. In fact, I might do that after the stream, so I'll probably be sending you an update.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I could, add that.
Yeah, so that people can just start playing with NashBar right away without having to, like change anything.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
I think playing with NashBar is a lot of fun. it adds another layer of fun to people who might have already beaten Doom 100 times before. It's always great to have a mod to kind of make the game interesting again.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
I never beat Final Doom until this year because I was just never interested in it until I started testing the voxels in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually ran through the entire 2 WADs.
Oh wow, that is dedication.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think TNT is that bad. Everyone says TNT is horrible. I thought it was okay.
For me, TNT is I don't know. This is probably like it's probably a bad take or just nitpicky or whatever. But I don't like the texture choices in TNT. For me, that's one of the reasons why I find it harder to enjoy. But that is just me.
Like the new textures they made, or
the texture. Yeah, some of the textures just look weird to me, to my eyes. Yeah, but Plutonia though, like, that is just, I don't know, like, it's just so difficult for me. I'm not much of a skilled player myself, but Plutonia for me is just super hard. And
yeah, Plutonia is just punishment.
Yeah. And I know like people have made like a Plutonia 2 and Plutonia style WAS, and I just have a lot of trouble like with those map packs as well.
Yeah, because I'm not like a hardcore Doom player. Like I love playing it, but I'm not into that self-punishment type stuff. One thing that really, when I was a kid and Final Doom came out, I was so disappointed. I'm like, there's no new anything in this game. There's no new monsters, no weapons. Yeah. It's just a level pack.
Yeah.
So that was one reason that I never had any interest in it.
I had the same idea as well. Like when I picked up Final Doom in the computer stores, right? And I was like, oh, cool, like a Doom sequel. Like, does it have like new monsters or new weapons? And like, wait, it's just levels. And yeah, I remember feeling quite disappointed as well, like back in the day.
Yeah. And well, I believe it was supposed to be free at first, like originally.
Oh yeah, I read about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be released online for free, and then I think John Romero got in contact with the guys and had it sold commercially.
That is
at
cool.
Like the last minute. So
the box for it is really cool though. Like
the box is cool.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Night Dive is releasing a physical box for it. That's
that is awesome.
Mimics the artwork.
Yeah.
So it looks like an ammo crate. It looks really cool.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing to add to your collection.
Yeah. Are you a collector? I'm not much of a collector.
I do collect stuff, but I'm more into like a retro game consoles and stuff like a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy. But like
that's cool.
Yeah, but for like game merch, not so much. Probably because it's kind of impossible to get those here in Malaysia. Like it's super expensive, and like every time orders for these open up, it's always finished. And there's just no chance for me to get any of this stuff. Yeah.
So is it just like a pain in the ass with shipping and everything, or
exactly? Yeah, shipping and the availability of the stuff as well.
Availability. Yeah.
And the pricing of it, of course, because like stuff for us costs like 4 times more. So $50 would be like 200 in our money. So.
And what's the Malaysian currency called?
It's called Malaysian ringgit or just ringgit.
Ringgit, that's right.
Yeah, ringgit. Yeah. The third output. Hey, happy birthday! Thank you. Thanks for dropping in, and thank you for the birthday wish. I'm going circles here. I have the blue skull key.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the red?
I also have the blue. No, I just have the blue one too.
Yeah. I was wondering where.
Where does Barry come from?
Yeah, that was the guy that killed me. There you go. You avenged me.
Avenged you.
Yeah. Let's check out. There's the demon here. So we were.
I had.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So we were panning around the Baron in the E1M8, but it was dark. So now the room is bright. So it's just gonna show the audience the awesome model here. So go ahead. You were saying.
Oh well, I was gonna change the topic completely and ask you, how are they charging you for letting your cat stay at the vet?
Yeah. There'll be a small charge. It's not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna tell the audience, if you guys wanted to donate to Nash for his birthday, his cat is currently at the vet. So if you guys wanted to donate and help him out, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I would appreciate any help I could get. But yeah. So my cat, he's 14 years old. He's very, very old, and the doctor was saying like they gotta look into him and do some tests, but they suspect that his organs are just starting to fail overall because of his age. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Besides Doom, of course.
Right. Oh, and Disdain.
Yep, and Disdain. Working my butt off to finish a demo. It's gonna come out real soon, so.
I talked about this with you a while ago.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like the trepidation, like you're working on something really awesome, and things are just going so well for you that do you ever get that feeling that like something bad is gonna happen?
I actually do get that a lot, but like not in like game development stuff, but like stuff in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do get that sometimes. But I try to be more positive these days because I'm kind of like I'll be 40 soon. I'm like
no, you won't. Not soon.
Yeah, in a few years I'll be turning 40.
Years.
Yeah. So I kind of want to like just be just overall more positive and just enjoy the life more, rather than like think of negative stuff, So, but yeah, I do understand what you're saying. Because like growing up as a kid, I happen to like run into a lot of like misfortunes, like unlucky situations.
Yeah.
So I get that a lot as a kid, and so then sometimes things go so well, and I'm like, something's bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
so
you kind of get it. You get it programmed into you.
Yeah.
That things are going well. That's not like, this isn't right. And I've had that feeling with the Voxel mod.
Okay.
Because I've never had anything like go this well for me before. So just I'm just like, well, something's gonna happen, right?
Don't say that.
But,
hush.
Yeah. I don't even want to think it into existence.
All right, chat. Let's all collectively send Cheello good vibes, and then like send him protection. Yeah. Nothing's gonna happen to him.
Good vibes. I want some protection.
Let's all send him good vibes and protection.
Yeah.
Speaking of protection, I have 0 protection right now, and this Baron is just like going after me.
Where are you?
Look at my name on the screen.
Okay, I gotta. Oh, you're way at the beginning.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Where'd this Baron come from?
I have no idea. So health here.
Shit, we're just like fighting in the slime.
Yeah.
Taking damage.
Just gonna pepper him with my pistol.
Yeah, that's all I have too.
I got the berserk thing. I guess I could just run up behind him and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. He's dead. Oh, I could have gotten the berserker too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was right there. Okay, I've got the yellow key, but not the red one.
Same. I got the yellow key, not the red one as well. So Masuteru asks, apologies for the repeat question, but I'm very curious. Can this be used with Sultim's ray trace PR boom? You have addressed it way earlier in the stream, so maybe you can just do a quick repeat.
Yeah, so I've been in contact with Sultim and have talked to him about it, just letting him know that I've tested PR Boom and that Voxels are currently not supported with the PR Boom ray tracing mod that he created. We talked back and forth, and he said he's very interested once he has some free time in implementing Voxels into PR Boom ray tracing, and he told me that he wasn't too sure how Voxels worked, and I let him know that the GZDoom community, who has obviously already implemented Voxels into GZDoom, would be more than happy to help him with that.
Yeah.
I let him know that. So hopefully things go on with support for Voxels with PR Boom.
Yeah. So a bit of I guess background information for those who don't know. The voxel code in GZDoom, the one you're seeing right now, is actually based off Ken Silverman's voxel code. Oops, let me just move away from the door for a second. So the voxel code is based off the Ken Silverman's code for build engine, and we had to write specifically to Ken, requesting like a custom, I guess sort of license, because the build engine source code is not compatible with GZDoom initially. So we wrote to Ken, asking if he could grant us like a special, like bespoke, permission to use just the voxel portion of GZDoom. Voxel portion of build engine's code, and so integrate it into GZDoom. Yeah.
You guys had already gotten it all figured out. You just needed Ken's blessing, right?
Yeah. So we wrote to him, and he wrote back, and he said, okay, yeah. So he specifically granted us the permission needed to incorporate just the voxel loader. So that is where GZDoom's voxel support comes from. So I think for Sultim to do that, he would have to write to Ken as well. I think that's what's needed for him to do.
Yeah. It might come down to that, and I let him know that in my last email, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully.
IBM, thanks for the birthday wish. Thank you. And Doodle sending good energy to you, I guess.
Thank you.
Levi wishes my cat well. Thank you.
Well wishes for Nash's cat.
Thank you. Masutero also wished me a happy birthday. Thank you for the wishes. Tabby asked what was that in the background. I think it was the thunder sound because it's kind of like it's a storm going on in my place currently. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, not so cool because if the power goes out, this bye-bye to the stream.
Damn it. That's right.
So let's find the where is the red key? God damn.
We've been wandering around this place.
Exactly.
Okay, we have to go back to that gray area where there's the long hallways.
Oh yeah. Let's go back there.
And it's somewhere in that.
Pretty sure it's somewhere in here. Yeah.
No, wait, not here. The other one. God, yeah. It's funny to get lost in the conversation and just be wandering around.
Yeah, exactly.
Aimlessly.
This is how it is with like streaming, I think, because like I guess your brain is like trying to do two things and.
Yeah, you're searching for the answer of a question, and at the same time you're
trying to play the game.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
There we go. I think I found where we haven't been before. I
can assure you, like, if you're playing this on your own, it'll be more easy to focus on actually playing the game, and like.
Yeah. Doing my little playthrough videos has made me kind of rediscover Doom and like remember all the levels.
Did you get the red key?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
It's got to be in here though, right? I mean, this is the yellow door.
Yeah, I thought you had it earlier, so yeah.
This is weird.
I found a room with like armor and like some.
Well, look at this, Nash.
Yeah.
So here's the yellow key door, right?
Yeah.
When you go in.
Yeah.
And then the yellow key is in this room.
Oh wow. How did we get the key from outside then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anybody in chat? Where do we find the red key?
Yeah. Help us out so we could show you the other levels and get to the cyber demon.
I feel like a noob on a game I've been playing for 30 years.
Peter Lawrence is like, I'm laughing watching you trying to find a red key. Yeah, dude, this is how it is when it's streaming. Like, it's obviously easier for you to like just watch and rather than, because like it's a brain coordination thing, man. So guys, the red key is in a dark area about 2 rooms in.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, hold up there. Let me just come to you and get the key as well. And Rachel, SV cheats. I couldn't turn it on. I don't know why. I think it's because the command was latched or something, and I tried typing it in the console and it wouldn't work. So yeah. And I forgot to launch the whole game with SV cheats. I should probably do that for episode 3 actually. Where'd you get the red key? I don't see it. Is it somewhere here? It's in here.
Well, I just found this room. I still don't have it. I thought it would be in this room.
No, it's not.
The fuck? What about this room? No, that's where we came from.
Nitrous, thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, I hope my cat's all right. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Rachel says it's not latched in dev builds. Yeah, but we are playing 4.8.2 to, just to make sure the game is stable and all. So we decided against using the dev build and also to give an accurate representation of because I think most people would be playing on 4.8.2 when this mod releases. So we kind of don't want to use a dev build for this stream. So
yeah, because you'll be playing something different.
Yeah.
It's
in a dark maze section towards the beginning.
Dark maze section towards the beginning. Okay.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it on the map. Let's just go there. It's this way. And wow, the map's really jittery when I rotate this. I think it's the player prediction code just not taking into account.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. For the next episode though, when I enable cheats, we should probably just utilize map skipping if we can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in a dark maze right now. Oh, there's a bunch of areas where I didn't explore yet. Let's see. I'm looking at the map. It's a bunch of ooh, all right. Let's just go here and aha. I'm pretty sure we're close. Yeah, there's some monsters here.
This level scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Oh yeah?
Like the music.
Oh yeah. That is very menacing indeed.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Found it.
There we go. Right, let's get the hell out of this level.
Damn.
Oh, ambush.
All right.
There's an invisibility sphere in here. Not sure how useful that is, but I'll just go and take it. Let's just get the hell out of here. Let's see. It's this way.
There we go.
Yeah, we got this. We got this.
All right. Okay.
There we go. I like how you just
Finally.
spam the fire thing as well. Just when you open the door, just in case.
Yeah, in case there's anybody in here, I'm not dealing with them. Just gonna blow them away.
All right, we're almost at the. I think this is. Okay, this is the last map before the cyber demon.
Oh, that's right. It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, let's see. Oops, I seem to be separated from you. Let's. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Huh. Oh wow, it's this way and. What's already here? Is it just me, or I'm starting to feel a bit of like a lag, like in the.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I did notice that. Maybe it's the storm.
Yeah, probably. It says here the ping is 168, but I don't think that's an accurate count since you live in the States. If I'm not mistaken.
Seems like it would be higher.
Yeah. Like, I think your actual ping would be around 300-ish. Because when I play with people in the USA, it's always around that range.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
I gotta go find you again. Let's see.
I've got the invulnerability sphere here, so I'm just punching things. And I found a key. The blue key.
Did you get the berserk too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Punching my way through. Splat.
So you've played all the way through Doom Eternal, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't found a time to play it. I did play through all of 2016 though.
Dude, okay. I'm just gonna say something kind of contentious here, but I think I was more pumped for Doom 2016 than I was for Eternal.
Yeah, I would tend to feel the same as well. But what are your reasons for feeling that way?
I think because nobody was sure what to expect with Doom 2016.
Yeah.
And people were very apprehensive about it. I don't think people were very optimistic about it, and it just ended up blowing everyone away.
Oh yeah, considering like because there were like these leaks where people think Doom, the next Doom, is gonna be more like Call of Duty. I think.
Yeah.
Doom 4, whatever it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, that had turned a lot of people off. I know there was mixed reviews for Rage.
Yeah.
And so I don't think people were really too hopeful for Doom 2016, but
and it ended up just
Yeah.
blowing everyone's minds.
Yeah, the gameplay review or the reveal was insane.
Mhm.
I mean, I downloaded that video and like would watch it every day just because I loved it so much.
Like getting all hyped for it.
Yeah, I was, and I was like, oh, I gotta update my computer, like right now, so I can play it.
I actually played 2016 on a rather underpowered computer and graphics card, and so one of the things that I think is widely like praised with 2016 is how optimized the game is.
Yes.
Like engine wise.
Yeah, it was so clean.
Yeah. So I had a very underpowered. I think I was on a GTX 960. And I played it on high settings. I had to turn a few things down manually, so I started with a high preset and I turned like a few things here and there like down, and it was 60 frames all the way, which is super surprising, which is
very playable.
Yeah.
On a lot of different computers.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Oh, we've got the spam bot in there again. I'm so sorry about that, everyone. I don't have any moderators. So yeah, maybe anyone who would like to offer to be a moderator, just hit me up or something, because I can't do this while playing at the same time. So
what's it saying? What's the bot saying?
It's a best adult dating site, whatever. Again, by underpowered, do you mean potato PC? Someone was saying. Well, it wasn't so potato. It was an i7 950. I guess it's potato by 2016 standards.
Today's standards, but 950 is pretty. I don't know, not bad.
It's decent.
I played it on a 1280, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was surprised how well optimized it was, and that it would give like a wider range of people to a chance to play it.
Yeah. Tab, I'll hit you up later to talk about that. Thank you. Yeah. So I figured, you know, like we're almost reaching the end here, so I think it's still, like I think that the bot won't cause too much trouble from here on. Like.
Oh, does somebody want to be a moderator?
Yeah. Someone who's on my Discord server, and also I played the Quake 2 co-op with him last week, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Check your Discord when you get to the next episode. Okay, we'll do, Rachel. Let's just blaze through this and get to the cyber demon.
Yeah.
So I was thinking for the third episode, since it's getting quite late, maybe we could just warp to the last
episode,
the second last level, maybe, or maybe because or should we just go straight to the spider mastermind? It's just
Yeah, we can go straight to the spider mastermind because I think the second to the last level of Inferno is kind of long.
Yeah, I feel like episode 3 overall is super long, so.
It's super long and there's no new monsters.
Yeah, so there's nothing new to show, really.
Yeah.
I just realized that none of us managed to pick up the BFG.
No, I don't think I even know where it would be.
Maybe we'll spawn in a BFG on the next on episode 3, and kind of just spin around the model a bit, and then yeah.
Let's check out these corpses real quick.
Oh yeah. I actually had my camera focus on that earlier while we were talking.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So these were based off. I think there was this like a urban myth going around how these corpses were based off some kind of like real life photo.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's Mussolini.
Yeah. So did they ever like prove or debunk that?
No one's. I don't think anyone's debunked it, but I don't think anyone's ever found like a photo that exactly matches it.
Right. And I'm guessing your interpretation of this is just completely like from scratch.
Yeah, I had to rebuild the back of the model myself and everything else. Yeah, I looked at the pictures of Mussolini that they were talking about, and it just didn't look the same at all.
Okay.
So, I mean, clearly they're digitized photos base, but I don't think they're real dead bodies.
Tabby Jackie was saying Doom Kid debunked the corpse models. It's G.I. Joe. Okay. I gotta watch that video. I am subscribed to Doom Kid, but see, so every time I see Doom Kid's videos on my stream, it's just one of his like live live multiplayer sessions. So
yeah, Doom Kid's a good channel.
Yeah, I should probably dig up the video history and just look that up. Yeah. Pybro was saying it was actually an action figure. It's software used for those hanging corpses. Can't remember the name of those action figures though.
Oh, is it G.I. Joe?
Yeah, someone was saying. Tabby Jackie was saying it's a. So Doom Kid found out it was like a G.I. Joe toy or something.
Okay, yeah, I don't think they would have used real corpses.
There would have been like too much like shock value even for back then, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doom had enough problems as it was with scandals and stuff.
Yeah.
Back then.
All right, so I'm looking at the map here, and we obviously
the blue and the yellow key.
Yeah, I got a blue and yellow key as well.
Here's the yellow.
Just trying to figure out how to navigate there. Okay, I think got it. Yeah, I hear some monsters still alive, so I think we're in the right. I'm heading the right direction. Huh, actually I was in a... Oh, yeah, this way. So this way, and then... Oh, I'm so glad... Oh, wait, this door's already open. Damn it. So I'm supposed to find a yellow door, I guess.
Going back to 2016.
Yeah.
So, so you ran it on a 950, and I think this past year I replayed it again on my old laptop, and it was... I don't even know what my specs are here. I think it's less than... I think it's less than a 950. See if I can find out what it is. But yeah, yeah, Doom 2016 can run on an old laptop, so pretty great.
Yeah, it's very highly optimized. Yeah, and I'm glad for that because I was able to finish it on my potato PC. So for the chat, as you can see, I'm trying to mess around with the overlay map, and I think this is actually useless. It makes things harder to look at, so I'm just gonna disable it.
Oh, there you are. You're way over there. So one thing I noticed about the palette lighting,
yeah,
is that the textures now have like Fulbright features on them.
Oh,
like the computer screens and the glowing eyes.
That is actually a mod I have loaded in our session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Bright Maps Plus by Night Fright. That is also already you can go ahead and download that. It's been out for a while, so that is why you're seeing those glowy bits of the textures. Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah.
I want to say that the original release of Doom also had that, right?
Only for certain colors, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it's like I think they're using what they call the color map to like exclude certain colors from being dark. Yeah.
Other colors would. Well, I wouldn't even say they would always be full bright because the greens on the computer screen are the same greens that are on the Marines suit, and those obviously are affected by shadows.
This is embarrassing for someone who's been like tweaking the Doom engine for so long. I don't have like a definitive answer to that. This is embarrassing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I started my Doom development modding whatever like days from like ZDoom or GZDoom rather. So like by the time those came out, like a lot of the original limitations were already removed. So there's actually a lot of stuff like related to the vanilla tech that I'm actually a little bit unfamiliar with. So yeah. I think people like like Decino and Doomkid are like way more knowledgeable.
Oh my god, Decino is like
and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that guy. He like dissects every single aspect of the game. It's insane.
Yeah, it is. So did you find the red key?
No, I'm again.
We're still lost.
Around.
All right, chat.
Yeah.
It's time for for you to help us out again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sip some coffee while let's see if we can get some help from the chat. And let's see if I miss any questions. Osukaru TV asks what engine. We're using GZDoom.
Yeah, GZDoom.
GZDoom. Oh, Pixel Scuba, aka Scuba Steve, says no, Doom did not have Fulbright. It was in Strife. Oh, right. So I got my information wrong there. Sorry for that. Yeah, Strife.
Oh, so Scuba Steve is in the chat.
Yeah, he's there as Pixel Scuba.
Hey, Scuba Steve.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, I found the red key.
Oh, good. If you could head on to the exit, that would be great while I try and address the chat. So going back to what Scuba said, before that, Tabby Jackie says, oh, he has to go off. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in, Tabby.
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
joining us. And
yeah.
Was he the one who had to join on his phone? Or was that somebody else?
I don't remember. And then so I'd like to elaborate on what Scuba Steve said about the bright map. Is yeah. So Strife I think excludes the white color from the darkness.
So anything white is full bright.
Yeah. So that was Strife, but yeah, Doom didn't have that. But of course we're using GZDoom, which has bright maps. So. Oh yeah, and I believe someone actually asked in a question way back. I've totally forgot to address this. I'm so sorry. I don't know if that person is still on there, but they were asking, what is the possibility of having like voxels on the textures on the walls?
Okay, so that's one thing you and I have kind of talked a little bit about.
Yeah.
Amongst each other.
So we have plans for that for sure, but it's not gonna be in the original release. So I would have to write some kind of script that like sort of attaches voxel models on these walls, and Cheello would then have to come up with like a for example, oops, I'll have to go and go back to starter room there. So looking at this like a wall here with this barren of hell like corpse texture, right? So what we would have to do is we would have to come up with a texture replacement of this wall that excludes the barren, and then we would have to spawn like a voxel model in front of it. So
now would that be like a map hack thing, or how would that work?
It's basically an entire like scripting thing that I would have to implement into your mod, where it sort of like just scans through the level and to look for like I guess what you call it, voxel wall textures to replace, so. And yeah, we would have to like fill it in like by hand. Like we would have to tell the mod like, okay, which wall texture goes with which wall voxel model. So yeah, we would have to go in and do it by hand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that is a lot of work, but it's definitely possible.
Be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then any modders or level designers would have to do that on their end as well.
Yeah.
If they're making new maps.
Yeah. So I seem to be missing the rocket launcher, and I think the cyber demon is trying to chase after you. It seems to be ignoring me.
Oh, I don't even know where he is.
Just look for the sound, like the hoof sound.
Oh, here's the rocket launcher.
Yeah, I got it as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just gonna get rid of the lost souls. All right, the cyber demon is going after me now. Can I do a freeze mode here? Oh, I can't. This is cheats mode, so let's just try and fight the cyber demon.
Let's try and get up close to him.
Yeah. All right, so maybe you could I'll let him kill me first, and then let him aggro you, and then you trying to skirt around him while I try and pan the camera around him.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing this cooperative style.
So, okay, so stay away for right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, it seems to have switched targets. Like I think you would have to shoot him for him to like lock on you, like make you his target.
Oh, there. Now I'm his target.
Yeah. All right.
All
right. Yep. So just be careful. So yeah, that is a Cyber Demon in 3D. We'll probably have an easier time doing this like later when I turn on cheats, and then we'll just spawn him in, I guess. Yeah. And I died. Norton says, can we see that 3D Soul Sphere? Sure. Let me just go and find it. I think it's this room, yeah. Oops. Cyber Demon saw me. So yeah, that is a 3D Soul Sphere. It's made up of 2 parts. The core is the Cyber Demon's in here. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh crap.
So yeah, the sphere power-ups are made of like 2 objects. So the core is the solid, and then the I guess the shell is what you call it, is transparent. So yeah, looks cool, I think. Diego Rivera asks, is there a way to add missing rotation frames now that the voxel models are kind of 3D? Well, first up, I think John Romero already released. No, John Romero did release the missing rotations, but more importantly, there is already a mod pack that adds the missing rotations. It's Revenant 100's sprite fix project. It's on Doom World.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I actually made a GZDoom conversion of that called GZSPR fix. Stands for sprite fix. So that is also on Doom World and on the ZDoom forum as well. So it's got all of the missing sprite rotations on there. And that is episode 2 done. Nice. Yeah. So we'll have to quit, and we'll do episode 3 with cheats on. So, and then we should end the stream soon. So
okay.
Yeah. So everyone stick around. We'll be, I think we will be going for like another I don't know, 15-20 minutes more, and then yeah. So before that, let's see if I can address some of the chat. We are currently at 58 viewers. Thank you again so much, everyone, for joining. This means a lot to both of us.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate everyone who's come to check this out, and wish Nash a happy birthday. And yeah.
Golden Mobsters asks, will I ever work on a widescreen stuff of build engine games? No, I don't think I will, because there's a lot of dedicated users out there who's like on the case, so I'll let them handle it. Plus, I've been way busy with my own games, so I don't think I have time to do the build engine stuff. Yeah.
What about Raze?
Yeah, so Raze, I think already incorporates some widescreen widescreen assets from other users. So,
I have a phone call I need to take real quick.
Sure.
Let me call you right back.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so Cheello is off to handle a phone call. So that's how it goes. We'll wait for him to come back, and let's see. So Julian says one thing that bothers me slightly is the weapons spin, but the power-ups won't. Yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely we'll do another pass on that to sort of like, I guess, standardize the rotations and objects.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. That was a very fast phone call.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so again, you can just rerun the batch files while I relaunch the server, or rather the host.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably skip right to the Spider Mastermind level. And
yeah,
then,
let's do that because
yeah,
since they've already seen everything. Oh, yep. I know what they haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
The tree in the E3M1.
Yeah. Okay, so let's spin around that one briefly, and then we'll do the map warp.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Also, let me actually finish off the questions I had for you before we.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me just tick off these questions. All right, so what other interests do you have besides game art? Tell us more about your other works, if any.
I really like music as well. I do a lot of recording of music. I do some songwriting, and I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I've also done a few like covers of Doom songs.
Oh yeah, I've seen you tweet those.
Yeah, I'll do some of that. I kind of want to get back into sculpting, like clay sculpting.
As in physical clay sculpting?
Yeah, doing physical sculpting and then maybe converting those into like digitized monster sprites.
That would be awesome. Essentially, you would be recreating id Software's original workflow for their monsters.
Yeah, like id, or like even like Mortal Kombat, like some of them.
Oh yeah,
the monsters in Mortal Kombat that were like clay figures.
Yeah,
I just like that look a lot.
All right. So, and music. You were mentioning music. Did you play in like bands or like yeah? Tell us more about.
Yeah, kind of on and off with bands, but I've mostly just done my own like singing and songwriting for like kind of like indie style music.
Cool. Would you by any chance would like to link them? Maybe like a.
yeah, I could send them the link if they want.
So just type it in my Discord and I'll just relate onto the chat there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's completely different from Doom or anything else like that. It's just like Radiohead, Arcade Fire type music.
Yeah, cool. I remember you showing me some of that stuff, and I remember I was mostly impressed by the production like values of it, because I recall you saying you self-produce all of that stuff, like self-mixing, self-recording, and all that. Yeah,
I do everything. I do all my own recording, and then I would mix it, do sequencing parts in Fruity Loops or FL Studio.
Awesome.
Yeah, which I know isn't usually used for that. For FL Studio is more for like electronic music, right? Like dance music and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use it to do all of my mixing.
Yeah, I mean it's it's fine. Whatever does a job. I mean, to be honest, like I'm not a fan of like people like having this mindset where, oh, if you do this kind of genre of music, you must use this program. If you do that genre, like I think all DAWs, digital audio workstations, or DAWs. I think all DAWs are the same. So use whatever works for you. To be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. If it works, use it.
All right. So I'm gonna post a link to your music in the chat. Check out Cheello's music. There we go. So yeah. So feel free to check out Cheello's music. The link is in the chat if you guys want. Moving on to the next question. What advice would you have for budding game artists, especially those interested in creating voxels or models?
Oh, definitely start simple. Start with items and weapons and stuff, and kind of build up from there. It's a lot of fun if it's something simple that you can tackle and kind of get your feet wet and get used to it. Don't try anything overwhelming at first, because in my experience, when I've tried to do something like super complicated at first hand, then I just get burned out.
Yeah.
So start simple and then build from there. Programs you need are all free: Slab 6 and Magic of Voxel. We could probably put some links in the chat for those as well if you guys are interested. you're going to need to import the Doom palette, which is something that I'll be able to provide. Let me see. I guess we'll have to upload that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing that you'll need. It depends on what game you're using. If you're using Blood or Hexen or whatever, you'd have to find a version of the palette that you can import into Magic of Voxel.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I tried to do I tried to import a palette once in Magica, and I think the arrangement of the palette got messed up. Like it's not in the correct order.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I never figured out how to how to fix that. So yeah, maybe I could check with you like after the stream like how to do that. And yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. Also, if you open up like a voxel file, like a KVX file, like from Reichhol's mod, or whenever my mod comes out, if you open that in Slab 6 and then export it as a VOX file, a Vox file, and you open that in Magic of Voxel, you'll have the palette right there.
Oh yeah, so I guess that's convenient as well, like to save time.
Yeah, it'll export it'll give you the palette along with the model.
That's awesome. Caesar asks, will it be allowed to make modifications using the project models as a base to recreate the bestiary that is currently made of sprites? I guess they're asking, like, can they use your work as a base to create other voxel mods?
Yeah, I would just ask me for permission, and I'll let you do it. Cool. And you can just go to town.
Dances with Revenants sent a hearts. Thank you for joining the stream. Christian Thogerson, I don't know if I said that right. Christians says, will your Doom soundtrack covers be available as a mod?
Oh, well, I've never taken it that seriously, but I could start releasing them. I don't have all of the tracks done, but yeah, sometime in the future, if if I have time, I can start making the other tracks and release them all.
And he also asked another question. Did you talk about the voxel weapons yet? We did way earlier in the stream. One of the challenges, I feel like, what was it? One of the challenges you mentioned was that it takes a long time to do?
It would take a long time to position the model to look like the sprite, and just to make it look correct. I know we had someone on the chat say that they have the original toys.
Yeah.
That they could 3D scan.
Yeah.
So that could be helpful. But yeah, it's just a matter of lining up a 3D model, getting the colors right, getting everything correct to make it, because the goal of my mod is to be as subtle as possible. A lot of people have commented, like, I didn't know it was a 3D image or a 3D model until you got up close to it. That's what I like about it, because I want it to be something that purists will want to play.
Exactly. And I feel like with the weapons, especially, the weapons are very iconic. Like, people look at them and like you have to get it right. If it's wrong by even one pixel or one voxel, you're gonna get in hot water for it. So
yeah, people will let you know. and I get it. You don't want to be playing your favorite game and feel thrown off.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see what do we have here. The dude who made the models for Doom contacted John Carmack and Elon Musk.
The Spider Ward subscribe to the channel.
The Spider Mastermind is going to Mars. Oh, and I heard a new.
That's Gregor Punchatz. His name is Gregor Punchatz. He's on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool guy.
He was one of the original artists for the original games as well, right?
Yeah, I know he made the Spider Mastermind, and I think he has a lot of background in like movies and stuff. Like he's done
like movie props.
Yeah, he's done work for like RoboCop, I think.
Ooh, nice.
Among some other movies.
Stephen Ward, thank you for the sub and welcome. And then let's see, there was one more question I saw earlier. There's a bunch of stuff here. Pybro asked, would Cheello fix the soul sphere by removing the other face behind it? Oh yeah.
So you guys just want one face?
I thought it was cool that it had two faces, but yeah. So all right. So this is kind of like this is where it starts to get really, because there are so many different ways to interpret this stuff, right? So
yeah,
different people have a different. Like, to be honest, I thought it was fine that, you know, the Soul Sphere had two faces, but yeah, some people I can't understand how some people would think, oh, you know, it's weird that the thing has two faces. So I don't know. It's your call, basically.
Yeah, I know everyone's gonna want a different iteration.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed in Doom Eternal is they made the Soul Sphere look like the original Doom Soul Sphere.
Yeah.
And it's just like this face, this angry looking blue face, and it just rotates. It's kind of funny looking.
All right, two more questions on my list, and then we can go ahead and finish out the stream. All right, okay. So the last two questions. .gif, as in the file format, GIF or GIF?
Oh man,
it's a hard question,
you know
isn't
what?
it?
I like saying GIF, and I like saying Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
I love saying Gibbs. I don't like saying Jibs.
Oh yeah, that was a thing as well. Like, yeah, to be honest, for me, like, I naturally said it as Gibbs as well.
Yeah.
And it was only because of the internet and the YouTube where apparently I found out, like, oh, it's actually Jibs. And
yeah, people are adamant about saying Jibs because it's short for giblets, but I like saying Gibbs.
So I guess it's settled, and it's GIF for you and Gibbs.
GIF and Gibbs.
Yeah. All right, and last question from me. Very important question, Cheello. You ready for this?
Ready.
Does pineapple go on pizza?
Oh, my wife loves Hawaiian pizza. I've gotten a little accustomed to it, but I don't like it. I like pepperoni and cheese.
High five, dude. Same.
Yeah, I'm a pepperoni and cheese man.
Pepperoni and cheese, same. Yeah, so that makes two of us. Hell yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I want to go on record and say no, pineapple does not go in pizza, and Cheello feels the same as well.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the questions I have. We may do a short round of questions after the stream. We'll see how. But let's go ahead and just finish up the last level, shall we?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So just gonna launch the thingy, the host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can just go ahead and double click the same batch file.
Okay. Now, does anybody know what's on an original Italian pizza? Isn't it just like bread and sauce?
So I have the camera focusing on the tree right now, and wow, this is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Let's get rid of the imps first, actually. Yeah, there we go. Wow, the detail on this tree. So wow, this voxel looks huge. Did you actually max out the resolution of it?
I don't know if it reaches 256. It might be a little bit shy of that.
Oh.
Let's see. You're about half the size of it.
Yeah.
And the player's only like
56
pixels, so it's about 120.
100 something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Still
so about half the limit.
Half the limit. Yeah. That is a lot of voxels still.
Yeah.
So wow, like I guess you use the same technique of like taking the front view and sort of like extruding it.
Yeah, then, I made the little points and then connected them with lines.
The armature thing.
Yeah, I did the armature thing. Kind of guessed where I think the branches should go, in which directions.
That is amazing.
Yeah, in hindsight, it's still a little two-dimensional. You know, I might redo it at some point, just to make it kind of spread out a little bit more.
Maybe you can like twist the I don't know what you call it, a trunk, like make it a bit more twisty, like because from where I'm standing, it's kind of like a straight line.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very straight from one angle.
Yeah.
So I think if I redo it, I'd want to make it look more three-dimensional from this angle.
Julian asks, "Can you climb the tree?" Well, do you see that tree? You can climb it. if I could activate cheats. Oh no, I got jumping disabled, so I can't fly.
Yeah, jumping's disabled, so
let me just, we're just having fun here, so I can just, you know, SV no jump. Yeah, so why can I?
Whoa,
oh, I
you're
still
like floating.
Yeah, and I realize now what the problem is. This sector is very low, so you can't actually go higher. Yeah, so it's not because
it's like a super low ceiling.
Yeah, so it wasn't because of the cheats. It's just because the ceiling is low. Yeah.
Yeah, so the model is actually clipping through the ceiling.
Yeah. Which is I'm surprised that the model actually renders somehow without the sky actually clipping through it. It's clipping clipping it off. Yeah.
Yeah, cutting it off.
Yeah. In the software renderer, it will make sense, but yeah, I'm surprised this works actually.
Yeah.
And this is the burnt trees as well. Wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice. I remember like reporting to you like one missing sprite, which eventually I found out like later after that actually the sprite was actually unused. It was the gray stalagmite.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in Kinsey's map, but I don't think it appears anywhere in the actual game.
Yeah, but I figured, you know, like maybe some custom maps use it, so it's good to have it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case they want to use it.
Yeah. And the skull thing as well. Oh, it's facing the wrong direction though. Like.
Yeah, that's another thing we'd have to.
Yeah.
Do the map entity file thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you ready to warp to?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the Spider Mastermind map.
All right.
So before we go, I was about to talk about the widescreen thing.
Oops! Damn it! Sorry.
We can go again.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it again.
Whoops.
Or yeah, change the level and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is my interpretation of the widescreen art for the. So for those who don't know, I am the author of the widescreen pack that comes with GZDoom. So all of the widescreen art was done by me, which is done separately from the official Unity port.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
That fire in the right hand corner.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
Yeah, I did. So that was my interpretation of it.
Shit.
Yeah. So I was imagining like this, whatever plane this is. I was imagining like a bunch of like floating islands in hell, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I imagine like this whole, I guess, continent is like sort of floating above hell. So that's where the idea for the fire thing came from, and then the blood river is like, you know, flowing to the left, and then
that is so cool.
Yeah, it's metal as fuck.
What? Let's check out. Do we have time to check out E1 episode 1 and episode 2 as well?
Sure. I'll have to warp there, but yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
E2. Let's go to episode 1 first. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Okay, so we've got some.
Yeah.
Yeah, some ground, some.
This one was actually quite one of the easiest. It's mostly just the clone brush in Photoshop and just look. I took a bunch of like stock photos of like, you know, stuff like the ground and, you know, like desert and stuff like that, and just sort of blend them in.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so this is pretty basic, and the episode 2 background is apparently a heavily cloned version of episode 1. That is a bunch of like if you can see like the pattern there.
Let's check that out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like reused parts from the episode 1 I guess the creators. So they kind of just like they pasted that in and just changed the colors around a bit. So
I could see that. Yes.
Yeah. So I applied the same, I guess, approach to it, kind of just cloning stuff, and then doing it. So I cloned the most of the stuff, and then going by hand, like adding some like noise or, you know, like variations to the pattern, so it doesn't look like so obviously copy pasted.
Yeah, it looks a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Man, that is so cool, and that's something I would have never thought to notice. But yeah, that did not exist before.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. For me, the one that I took the longest to make was definitely the episode 3 one because yeah.
And I did notice myself like playing a couple nights ago, and then just seeing the fire in the corner.
Yeah.
Of episode 3 and being like, wait, was that always there?
It wasn't there. That was my interpretation of it.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I'm just gonna type give weapons here and probably turn on God mode as well. This is it's last level, so whatever, don't care.
Yeah, let's go right up into his face. Oops.
Actually, let me summon the BFG and show the audience the model for it. There. And Cheello's busy trying to kill the spider demon.
There you go.
So this is so cool. So I'm watching the spider demon from the back. Oh, I see. Like there's a bunch of like red cables coming out of the. That's a really cool detail they got there.
Yeah, and Nash did a lot of quality assurance to make sure that the legs matched up and looked correct on the base of the spider demon.
And I guess like you could reuse a lot of this for the Arachnotron for Doom 2, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they just
scaled it down. Yeah.
Yeah, and use the legs. Oh, there, he's dead.
And it's a 3D explosion, and it's very cool.
Yeah. So I think that's where the whole idea for the 3D explosion came from, was that unless I did like really heavy coding, I would have to do the spider demon and the cyber demon's explosions within the model themselves. So yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's it, I guess. We've made it to the end, albeit with cheats on.
But yeah, that's it for the gameplay.
Yeah, so let's do a bit of a wind down before we end the stream.
Okay.
All right. So does anyone have any more questions they want to ask Cheello? So speak up. Now is your chance. And oh wow, the chat is getting absolutely hammered by the spam bot there. Yeah. I gotta implement some moderators like soon for the next stream.
Oh my god. I just gotta look at it. Nude HT XYZ.
Just gonna sip some of my coffee.
I mean, people must be clicking on that stuff if it shows up so much. Not specifically in this chat, but I'm sure around the world, people must click on that.
Pybro says, but you forgot episode 4, Nash. Nah, we're not gonna do episode 4. It's getting pretty late here.
Nothing new in episode 4 either.
Yeah,
it's just
nothing new anyways.
Same monsters.
So Dances with Revenant says, I've had pizza in Milan and in Rome. Pizza in Italy and in general is very minimalistic, with very thin and crusty dough. It's very good, honestly. I've never been to Italy before, or any of the countries mentioned there.
Yeah, I've never been outside of the U.S. But so what do they put on an Italian pizza, like from Italy?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know as well. I've been to Europe. The only European countries I've been to, or country I've been to, is Germany, basically.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The only European country I've been to is Germany.
Oh, Germany's awesome. Yeah. I want to go there so bad.
So I had I guess an internet ban thing with a few German dudes back in the day, and nothing came out of it. But yeah, so that was why I went to Germany to do shoot a music video for it and all that. So Germany's awesome.
That's really cool. So you met the band online, and then you guys all got together.
Yeah, and we
that's really cool.
We had plans to make it like a serious thing, and then the whole long distance thing proved to be quite difficult to to handle.
Yeah, but man, that would have been pretty cool.
All right. So, yeah, go ahead.
Did you like the German food? Like, what did you try?
I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called. So the first thing I tried when I arrived there was it's called Schnitzel. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, Schnitzel. Mm-hmm.
Schnitzel. Yeah, it was awesome. And then I don't. To be honest, I remember more Germany for the drinks and the food actually.
Oh yeah, they have like a lot of beer.
Yeah, they love their alcohol. So yeah, that was awesome. German food. Well, to be fair, so where I was staying, we had mostly like normal stuff, burgers and stuff like that. So yeah. I unfortunately I don't remember much. Oh, we had this I don't know what you call it, but it's like the sausages where you have to like peel off the skin.
Is it bratwurst?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's bratwurst. Yeah. So yeah, we had those pretty much almost every day. It was awesome.
I love German food.
Yeah, I would love to go to Germany again someday. But this COVID stuff, dude, like,
Oh no, sucks.
Yeah. So Pybro has another question. Are you planning to do a stream with Sergeant Mark IV, creator of Brutal Doom? Sure. I would love to work on something with Mark. Actually, I might have something with that. I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but yeah, we'll see. There's actually something. Yeah, I've planned to do something with Mark. But yeah, the time will come when I will talk about that.
I wonder if he's still working on Brutal Fate.
He is, but he's going a bit slow with that because he has like some other stuff going on as well. So, but yeah, that is definitely one of the things that he's very passionate about and continues to work in the background. So yeah, we might be able to hear more about it this year, or we may not. We'll see. His scanning scumbag asks, Cheello, do you think your mod will make it into the Unity port of Doom?
Well, possibly. I don't have the know-how to do it myself, but I'm sure someone could take what I've done and convert it to run properly in Unity.
I think someone from id Software would have to contact you for that first and foremost, to ask whether they could use your assets, obviously, and then you'll probably be signing some kind of agreement with id Software, and then of course their engine has to support that as well, which I honestly don't know because, like I said earlier, the voxel code is the build engines. The voxel code comes from build engine, so
Yeah.
So I don't think license speaking, I don't think the licenses would be compatible unless
unless they converted it to something other than voxel, but
Yeah.
that could be really cumbersome, and that could really tank performance.
Yeah. So I honestly don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Unity's licensing and build engines licensing will mesh together. Someone has to probably take your voxel models and convert it to some other more open format, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the way to go about it.
All right. So does anyone have any other questions they'd like to field to Cheello before we wrap it up?
Someone said something about Voxelized Doom 64.
Oh yeah,
that would be pretty interesting.
it's a very different style though.
It's a completely different style. I think they were actually based on 3D models.
Yeah, they were rendered 3D. Sorry, my cat just jumped on me. My other cat, the healthy cat. So I got two cats.
Smokey?
Yeah, Smokey. Yeah. So the cat that's in the hospital is Jackie, and then Smokey is with me here in the room, and he wants attention. Oh God.
So again, for everyone who doesn't know, Jackie, Nash's cat, is currently in the vet staying over because he's very old and he's having some health problems. So if anybody wants to help out Nash on his birthday, monetarily to help Jackie in the vet, that would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. All right, so
so answering your question about Doom 64, it would be great if they would release the original models and then we could just convert those to voxels or even just use the models.
Oh yeah, they'll save a lot more time.
Yeah, it'd be a great way to streamline it.
I don't think anyone wants to go through the process of doing it from scratch.
Yeah, doing it from scratch for models that already exist would suck.
Yeah. Pybro says Smokey is the name of their cat as well. Hey, same. Peter Lawrence says German sausage is the worst.
It's the worst.
First. And Pybro asks, UT99 or Quake 3 Arena? I would go on Unreal Tournament any day, obviously. Unreal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've put so many hours in that game.
Unreal is just everything about Unreal is, it's just so good, from the aesthetics, the engine, the sound. Unreal is yeah.
When I was a kid, I would have said Quake 3 graphics wise, but at this point it doesn't even matter anymore.
Nah.
Like, I go back and play Quake 3, it's ugly. Especially with the texture filtering.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, UT all the way.
Heck yeah. So Speedwagon asks, I don't know if that question is directed to you, I guess. Which web browser do you use? Wow, you're being really questioned here right now.
Microsoft Edge.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, bare bones.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, Microsoft Edge is really good. It's it's decent.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad on the technical side of things, so I just kind of use what I have.
Before they came out with Edge, that was Microsoft Internet Explorer, right? And yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that. I used Firefox for a while, and then I just kind of got done with Firefox. I don't think it's as good as it used to be. And I used Chrome for a while, and now I just use Edge.
I'm still on Chrome. WJB, hi, welcome. Unfortunately, we are gonna end the stream soon, so.
But you can go back and watch it.
Yeah. So this video will be the VOD will be up permanently. So, yeah, feel free to just watch it whenever. So all right. So I guess since there are no more questions, all right. So let's wrap it up by So tell us, when is the final version of the V 1.0 version of your voxel mod? When's it coming out again?
I'm gonna work on getting everything hosted tonight, and hopefully tomorrow or Monday I'll have it uploaded, and I'll send out all my alerts to everybody on Twitter and YouTube to go and check it out.
Wonderful. Yeah, this has been a long time in the workings, and I imagine this must feel really good for you to finally be able to release this.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been really exciting, and I'd just like to thank Nash for all of his help, because it would not be in a releasable state without his help.
You give me too much credit. I was just helping out.
Yeah, but there were so many technical side parts of it that I had no idea how to tackle, and you did it no problem. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember because I've been following your work, right? So I see you post these like rotation videos, like of you just panning the camera around manually.
Yeah.
With the player bobbing and all. I'm like, oh man, let me just give him a camera tool so he can do this like cleanly and nicely. and
oh, that's right. That's how we started talking. That
exactly.
Nash made this. He made this mod that if you had a target in Doom, you could right click on it, and then it would start rotating around the model.
Yeah.
And that made it a lot easier to showcase everything on Twitter and YouTube. Yeah,
it's called BT Orbit Cam. BT standing for bullet time.
Now, have you released that?
Yeah, it's on the forum. So yeah, so feel free to check it out if anyone wants it. It's useful for making like a cutscenes and stuff as well. Like if you want to do,
great.
Yeah. And
so
then
any. Sorry, go ahead.
Milano Milaneso asks, will you return to Voxelized Blood? This one's for you.
Yes. Yeah, eventually. After I'm done with the Doom 2 voxels, I'll go back to Blood.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Blood is a much bigger pain in the ass because everything is a higher resolution.
Higher resolution, more animation frames. Yeah.
Yes.
That is a lot of work. I remember playing through Blood with I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. FGSFDS. So they made like a voxel pack for Blood. It's on it's on GitHub somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, he did some great stuff.
Yeah. So I remember playing through that, but it's not 100% complete either. It's actually still missing a lot of like models. So
yeah, I think it was mainly like items and weapons that he did and some props. But he did a great job, and he was very thorough with everything.
Yeah, they look great for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing with your pack, your Blood voxel pack, you're going for like 100% coverage as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do everything. So all monsters, all props, everything.
That is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Pybro, Nash, can I tell you something? Sure. Lay it on me. And Knocked Intellect says Nash also made some wonderful code for Wolf 3D doors. Oh yeah, I was helping Knocked with his Wolfenstein 3D TC. It's made in GZDoom. Yeah, I was helping out with some door scripts and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Nitrous wishes me happy birthday again. Thank you, and thank you for coming. Yeah, you were saying? Sorry, cut you off there.
Oh, so is that the door mod? Is that for a port of Wolfenstein or for a GZDoom?
So Knocked Intellect is making a Wolf 3D themed TC that runs on GZDoom.
Oh, I see. So he was wanting the doors to behave like in Wolf 3D.
Yeah. And oh, that's the Arab guy again. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong earlier. I think it was Aib. Thank you for the birthday wish. I'm sorry. I can sort of read Arabic, but it's very rusty. Yeah. So. What is that? Pybro says, I'm the creator of the Doom mod series Spooky Scary Skeletons on Doom World. Oh, okay. I don't recall if I've played that.
I've seen a video of it. I think Pag666 or Big Mac Davis or one of those guys did some videos on that mod.
Milaneso asks, what happened to my day cycle engine thing for GZDoom? Alright, so about that. So, for those who don't know, well, I think longtime subscribers probably already know this or kind of have an idea, but so a long time ago, a long time meaning several years ago, I was working on another GZDoom base game, which was let's just say it was supposed to be this sort of like Fallout New Vegas-esque kind of like first-person RPG, well, you know, like open world style, you know, with a full day and night cycle and weather and rain and stuff like that. So yeah, so it was supposed to be like a mix of like a zombie survival kind of thing with like you know, like a Bethesda RPG kind of gameplay as well. So yeah, I took ages to make that thing, and it's still in production, but it's a very large scope project, and I figured like I would rather work on the smaller scope games first, so which is why I ended up working on Disdain first, because it's a more manageable project. I will definitely return to that game with the day-night cycle thing soon, maybe like next year or so. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, you will definitely hear me talk more about that eventually when the time is right. And then, yeah, Rachel says here, just had an idea. You can save a lot of time with Doom props by having the voxels automatically rotate to the player the first tick they see the player, and hold their rotation.
I see. So it would behave like a billboard sprite. Like
Yeah,
a
but
2D sprite.
I guess what she's saying is it rotates so you only at the start of the level, like not all the time. I'm not sure if that would work because it really depends on where the player starts are actually. So.
Oh, I get what she's saying.
Yeah, it might end up being worse than the whatever the original angle is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I see that it would be facing you when it sees you.
Yeah.
And then it would just pop. Okay.
But that would only work under the assumption that the player start is like, you know, like somehow facing the prop.
Yeah, head on.
Yeah. And that is not a guarantee because the props could be anywhere relative to the player sprite. Yeah. Oh, it's when the player first sees them. I see what she's saying now. So, oh yeah, maybe like we could run like a line trace from the prop, and you know, like just look for the first player that the prop sees, and then store that angle.
Yeah, freeze it right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we could try that. But to be honest, I think ultimately the better solution would be the manual way of doing like a level post processor, aka map hack, where you know you kind of just go in and do it by hand. It's more accurate that way, I feel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Maybe it could be like a community project. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, well, you know, it's getting late here for me. It's almost 4 a.m.
Poor Nash.
It's fine. Cheello,
so
first of all.
I was going to ask, is today your birthday, or is this yesterday your birthday?
Technically, the stream was started at 12 a.m. on 14th August, so that is my actual birthday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm not even on your birthday yet. Your birthday's tomorrow for me.
Yeah, I'm living in the future, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So, to the audience, thank you again so much for showing up. This is actually the most amount of viewers I've ever gotten on my YouTube live streams. I truly appreciate every single one of you here. I'm so sorry if I missed any of your chat or questions. Yeah, it's crazy. I should probably get some moderators on here as well. Definitely for the next stream. So thank you all so much again for showing up and for the birthday wishes. That means a lot. And to Cheello again, thank you so much for doing this with me. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, this is it was a great opportunity to be able to help you, help you finish the mod and actually do some playtesting. And yeah, we will definitely be so for everyone in chat now, I will continue to be working with Cheello on to help improve the mod. So yeah, do stick around and watch our updates.
Sure well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of requests and updates on the first release. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a busy time.
It will, yeah. And on top of that, so I will be announcing my my game called Disdain very soon. It's a GZDoom based FPS inspired by Quake, the first Quake. So definitely keep a lookout for that on my Twitter and on my YouTube as well. It'll be it'll showcase some cool new tech that's never been seen before in GZDoom engines. In particular, the Quake style baked light maps. So yeah, I'm excited to show that for everyone to
Colt Wilcox
check out.
Subscribe to the channel.
And Colt Wilcox, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. All right, so Cheello, any last words before we call it?
Stuffy Junk, subscribe.
Okay, well, just to reiterate, I will be working on releasing it in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout. I'll post it everywhere I can.
Wonderful.
I'll remember to go onto the Doom World forums and post it there as well, just to make sure that everybody from the Doom community sees it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, and I just want to wish Nash a happy birthday.
Thank you.
I just want to donate to him. He's looking for a second monitor, and also his cat is unfortunately in the vet right now for treatment.
I would appreciate any amount you guys, if anyone wants to donate, that would be perfect. And yeah, also be on the lookout for my game, Disdain.
Yes.
Stuffy Junk, thanks for the sub. Yeah, we're gonna end the stream soon, so feel free to check out this video in the VOD later. It's gonna be up on the channel permanently, so yeah.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. So alright. So I guess this is where we call it. So thank you once again, everyone. Thank you, Cheello. And I hope everyone has a great day or a great evening, great night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Play the